Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect?
Welcome to the east side. We don't wait for doors of opportunity, we just wait on when we gotta kick them in. Decatur, Georgia, or a den of thieves. Hidden leaves just to feed the village. Hidden leaves make them feel like ninjas. Niggas always keep the metal tucked till you run up, get your face cut. Got your brukins on the back end. Know too many niggas trapped. They be stuck in genjutsu. They see the world from a different view. Shadow clones cause they silhouettes. Hard to point out when they robbing you. You never know what be inside of you. You never know who you be talking to. Till it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Black as shadows in the nighttime. They don't wait on nothing but the right time. He ain't come around the corner. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad, but this is normal around this town. I've been crying for my niggas found. I've been praying for my niggas down. Always looking for some progress. Try a nigga, he gon' regress. Locked and loaded, that nigga ready. Turn your brains into red spaghetti. I be looking for God here. Hopefully see that I'm trying here. Save my niggas cause they really lost. Tell them my niggas before you write them off.
They say, Vic, don't you move on that side, boy. Both the crime rate and junkies stay high, boy. Scary niggas, they ain't see my vision. Now they see it, they want on the convoy. Stop by the corner store, know that it's kissing. Now let them watch windows, punk gas for a bag of chip shot with the water. But no, they got size, I don't need no patchouli. I just want water. Star bitch with my brothers like Pops and Earl. We gon' turn Keller Road right into a Melrose. I might turn Wesley Cap to a motherfucking church. They got them my people and teach them their worth. I don't need no appraiser, I'm knowing the worth of my property. They just owns out the cap, always a lot in the world, and I'm winning it all like construction on this side. I'm taking my time, now it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Up as fuck, no, I'm writing rhymes. Late night, not an early morning, like an alchemist, I'm turning into something. Shots fired, that's your nigga down. Sad, but it's normal around this town. Cause I'm calling, say you beat the charge. He can't wait to come back around. Other cousin call, he almost out. Say he heard prices went back up. Confirm they gassed up. Tell him chill, though, cause we next up. People be looking for God here. My job is to teach them look in themselves. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Spitting for the ones they breaking off.
Who did you expect?
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty, don't put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I beat. Can trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connecting no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, this shit like a prison escape. Everybody stepping for fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture, blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Codes automatic when aiming with the boy in the status of stadium. Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had been from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
that girl on her phone, G. Never paid attention to the room or the homie. She just missed another opportunity, And I know that she lonely with no company, She so busy reading text, she ain't even read the room, yeah. Always sending texts like I just want myself a little boo, yeah. I think I just went stupid, hit by Cupid. The arrow hit my heart, I hope she noticed, gotta read the room, yeah.
Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Trying to talk to you was honestly so fucking strange. Trying to find a way that drove my brain to be deranged. I would've never thought I'd have this kind of issue. I couldn't connect with you inside of the same room. I know you feel me, at least I think you do. It's hard to tell, I cannot read the room. You seem to be unfazed, that's what you supposed to do. You seem so confused, baby, why won't you learn to read the room? I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
I'll show you how to read the room, baby. Say you faded off that drink, I hit the road and soon, baby. Project nigga section 8, I never had a spoon, baby. She says it's rated, this movie coming soon, baby. No, I ain't worried about your boyfriend, he ain't like that. See me, it's on sight about that pussy, he gon' fight back. He gon' risk his life, I beat him up like go down my path. But your bitch want me, so it ain't my fault that you tried that. Oh yeah.
Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Boy, I ain't playing no games. No, boy, I ain't playing no games. Yeah, don't nobody know about the late night, early mornings with no sleep. Don't nobody know about the low time we ain't really had nothing to eat. Don't nobody know about the time we had to ride around without tank on E. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know about the grind that it took. Don't nobody know how many times we put ourselves out there and got overlooked. Don't nobody know our pockets was low. Don't nobody know they think what they know. Don't nobody got love for a man, especially when a man hitting it low. Everybody got words of wisdom. Who putting in the work though? Everybody wanna get a trophy, but you ain't make it to the ship though. Better stick to your sailboat. I know you love to ride a wave. I see you really love to follow. Should've said it was over here though. Whoa, everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played. 2K, pat me the pressure, I handle the rock. Stay on the ground till I shoot to the top. Harder than lava, I fired the op. Stay back and shoot, my heart is your heart. I don't miss nothing, my shot can't get blocked. Bust in my face like I'm Curry on God. My mentality win at all costs. Snakes in that grad, had to cut a few off. Keep my head low, my focus is people. The confidence is key, don't let haters get to you. Critics always wanna say something negative. I can't mind them, I know that I'm better than them. I just know I gotta grind for my team. Take the title home and be MVP. Once I do, I'ma show on the king. Finger to the left, so quiet my demons. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game.
Lock, loaded, ready to roll. Yeah. Huh. Oh, my bad. Hey, Team Fatty, since you want to interrupt the beginning of the show, I just have one question for you. Do I have my super wrench yet? No? Didn't think so. Did not think so. Mm-hmm. We will talk later. Welcome to the Aaron O Show. It is time for another edition. We on the 26th edition of Okay, Let's Entertain This, okay? And Team Fatty, you will never, ever be the water king. We're not having this. No, nobody believes you drink water. Just being honest. Nobody believes it. You would have to show us you going to the water fountain, because we don't believe the actual water in your home is actually water. We believe that you've implemented some type of mechanism which it actually circulates Kool-Aid through your water pipes. And you think you slick because you didn't use the red Kool-Aid, but you ain't slick. We know what you're doing. We know you actually just filtering a bunch of Kool-Aid all through your water supply. We know what's going on. And we know absolutely you are not going to be drinking any water, okay? But either way, it's always good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. I know you are doing your thing, so shout out to you, brother. But I ain't got my super wrench yet. I'm not taking it personal. Welcome to another edition of the show. It's been a long day. I got some water. We're going to get locked in. Where are my manners? The sponsor of the last show was none other than Jack, the trouble starter himself. Shout out to you, Jack. I think Jack came on stream for a minute too to chop it up with us. Jack been dropping by on a few streams lately. I don't know what's going on, but shout out to you, Jack. We appreciate you here on the Aaron O Show, especially been the sponsor of the show. So we want to give a big shout out to you, my friend. Now, I was going to originally cancel the show because I kind of got home a little late and I don't have like a lot of prep time in between, but I said nope, because I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow. Probably not for the rest of the week. I don't know, depending on how things go. And I'm probably going to get off later and later until I retire to Portugal. Then I just could be a full-time streamer, maybe. I don't know. But the problem is if I go to Portugal, I won't have nothing to eat because they don't offer Chicago-style pizza the way that we used to have it. They have this unique style of pizza. You know, only Team Fatty eats this pizza, but he the only one. But I can't survive on that, so it won't work for me. We're going to have to find another place in the EU to figure this out. Spence, what up? You right on time, my brother. Spence, what up? Last show, it was a lot of fun. I'm going to make this show just as entertaining for us as always. We're going to challenge some things. We're going to entertain some thoughts, but we're going to do it our way. We're going to mind our business and do what we do best. Kami said, Pizza Hut is the best pizza. Absolutely not. The best pizza are never big chains. The best pizza are never like big corporate chains. They are normally too commercialized to have the best pizza. It's highly unlikely. The best pizza is the pizza spot in your city. And you might have a couple different ones, but it's usually if they have probably less than 5 or 10 franchises. They have less than 5 or 10 franchises. Those are probably the best pizzas. When you start having 100 franchisees and more, there's no way you can sustain the taste at a commercial pace and getting wholesale prices, etc. All that kind of stuff. There's just no way you can do it. So I don't believe that it can be a major change to do it. But if you love that pizza, I'm not going to stop you as long as you don't order your pizza from Europe. As long as when you order your pizza, and specifically through Uber Eats, as long as Fatty don't show up at your door and say, hey friends, got a pizza for you, you be all right. If Fatty is your deliver guy, you're going to be in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to be in trouble if he is the deliver guy. Okay, I'm just being honest with y'all. All right, let me see here. Now, what we got on the agenda today, bunch of different things that we're going to tackle. Yeah, JJ. Yeah, if you order, man, listen, man, look, Fatty gets first class flights. He will fly to the US, fly to Japan, fly to South Korea, wherever you need him to fly. He will personally deliver the pizza. He will deliver the pizza. He will absolutely get it done. Nothing can stop him. He can do anything. He got a video where he says, nothing can stop me. So nothing can stop this man from delivering your pizza. Nothing can stop him from making the pizza. Nothing can stop this man, okay? He's unstoppable. Now, over here, we like to blend in. I actually read a really interesting article about advertising, specifically through streaming. And I'm going to find that article and we're going to break it down for one of our other shows, because I think it's really strategic and interesting for the advertising business. But that's for a different show. It ain't going to be for this show, but we're going to get into that, because I think there's advantages and disadvantages to that we're going to break down and show people a different way to look at things. Now, for today's fun, no stress today. There will be no stress today. Ooh, JJ, did that happen today? I did not hear about that. That's crazy. Dang. Well, you just pray for everybody's families, and dang, that's crazy. I am not a fan of natural disasters or human-made disasters, whatever you guys want to call them. I'm not a fan of them. I just really don't like them. The earthquakes, the tornadoes, hurricanes, all of those things piss me off. It makes me frustrated as when you're playing video games or sports and the best player gets injured, right? And when, I don't know about y'all, but normally when people play on franchise mode, they turn the injuries off, because nothing worse than the best quarterback, 3 or 4 of them getting injured in the season. The best running backs, the best wide receivers get ACLs, MCL injuries, and been out for the season. It ruins everything. So it's like playing video games and you can't turn the injuries off and knowing somebody's going to be lost for the season after game 1 or 2. That's how I unfortunately feel about these natural disasters. It's things that we have to live with in society, unfortunately. But I just hate them. And I don't hate a lot of things, but those natural disasters really irk my soul. Because you never know if you're in the right place or the wrong place at any given time. You can be lucky and you just outside of the perimeter or whatever the case is, or you can just be slapped down in the middle of it. So it's so messed up. That's why I can't move to a lot of these other states. They talking about they got tornadoes going down, hurricanes. And I'm over here mad about snow. So if I can't handle no snow, I definitely can't handle no hurricanes, no tornadoes. I can't handle none of that. So that is out, okay? That is out. And shout out to Miss Doris, okay? She is part of the water gang.
Gang.
Don't worry, Mr. Team Fatty. We're going to find a whole new gang for you to run. I actually got an idea. Real soon, we're going to talk about your gang. We're going to talk about the one that you get to run, all right? Now, no, I've never actually seen snow. I've never been to the snow. I have no desires. I don't care for it. So, no, I've never been to Lake Tahoe. I have no desires for it. Never have I been to Lake Tahoe, my friend. No desires to go there at all. Yes, Linder, we do have. So the last major earthquake was the year I was born. And so I was probably a few months old. So I have no distinct memory of it at all. No distinct memory of it at all. So I am afraid because I live the type of life where anything that can happen and will happen usually goes wrong. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to escape it. So I am terrified that there's going to be something that is going to come in the future. It just is what it is. I'm just hopefully lucky that I'm in the right place at the wrong time or wrong time at the right place. Mr. Sharon Bracey, what's going on, brother? I have something to say to you today. Yes, we're gonna discuss about those pranks since you hate pranks so much. We're gonna discuss that. Wait, Fatty, you don't have no natural disasters? Let me look this up. Portugal gets no natural disasters. That might actually be true. I don't know. Somebody look that up for me. Is there a place you can live where you can actually get away from all natural disasters? I haven't heard of that. Wow. If he's not lying, man, that might be a place to move to. If he's not lying. Wow. No, I've thought everybody has to deal with natural disasters to some degree. I didn't think most people could escape them. Dang, that's crazy. I would have never thought that. Wow. Fatty trying to sell me. He like, bro, just come to Europe. Nah. You trying to get me to give away my U.S. passport. See, listen, let me tell you something, Fatty. On my way home from work yesterday, right? Some nice young dieseled out brother stopped me. All right. Me and one of my coworkers, we were on our way leaving from work, right? We're usually I'm usually the first person through the door and one of the last to leave, but we were typically one of the last two to leave, right? We making our way downtown, all that good stuff. And this random brother, he was swole. He looked like he was 24 years old. He was swole, arms all huge, and he was carrying like grocery bags. You know how when you have the bags and they kind of you curl them up in your hand right there, and he was walking, and we got to like a stoplight, right? Or the crosswalk. We get there, he dropped the bags, and he go, whoo-wee, right? Now, I'm like, me and my coworker, we looking at him, I'm like, nah, you too big for all that. Pick them bags back up. Ain't no way. And listen, trust me, them bags could not have been that. Like, they could have been a little heavy, but he was Mr. Jim, okay? I'm looking at me and my coworker laughing, right? Now, I guess this, unfortunately for us, starts a bit of a conversation. So we walk in and he decides to engage us in conversation, right? I can't believe I'm telling this story. And as we're talking, this is what this brother tells us, right? This was me and my coworker. We're on our way home, right? We had a long day of work, okay? We on our way home. You definitely, Natasha, that word will be appropriate in just a moment. So we walk in, and I don't really like talking to people after work. I like putting my headphones in and getting to where I need to go without talking to anybody. But if I'm with a coworker, small talk or whatever, don't care. But I don't like talking to random people. But this random guy, decided to have a conversation with. And this is what he tells us. All right, listen to this. He says, brothers, what's going on? How y'all doing? We good. We walk in. He goes, man, y'all got to get your passports. Listen, this is a real story that just happened yesterday. He said, man, I just got back from Greece, right? Now, he says some city in Greece that I've never heard of, right? But I went to Greece a few years ago, but I didn't say that, right? I was just going to play like I don't know nothing about it, right? He's like, yeah, you got to go to Greece. They checking for black guys out there. This is his words, not my words. I said, word? He said, yeah. He's like, yeah, they really, listen, we top out there. We top dogs out there. They checking for black guys out in Greece. I'm like, wow, for real? He's like, man, I'm trying to tell you, get your passports. Now, me and my coworker laughing, right? Because in our head, we like, yeah, like, because my coworker didn't travel all around the world and stuff. I'm not big on traveling. Okay. I'm not big on traveling. I don't care. Right. He knows that. Right. All of a sudden, we trying to get to our destination. We trying to go where we trying to go. And listen, I'm mad. Me and my coworker might got a box after this. I ain't gonna lie. He used to box though, so I don't know if I should box him. But we trying to leave, and the guy goes, my coworker is such a smooth talker, right? This would make me mad. He can't never just let us just dip out, right? This is what this man says. And Greece is poor as heck. I was primarily in Athens when I went out there. I was gonna get on the little boat and go to Santorini, but I was like, I can't swim that well. So I'm not going on that boat or that little plane. So I didn't do it. I'll probably go next time, right? So right when we trying to dip off, right? The guy goes, y'all got Instagram or anything? I didn't say nothing, right? I didn't say nothing at all. My coworker goes, oh yeah, he got one. My coworker goes, he got one. So now I'm on the spot, right? I'm on the spot. I'm like, oh yeah, you got IG, yeah, just go ahead and put it in. So now I got to take out my phone, allow him to put the little thing. I ain't gonna follow you. I'm not. I don't know you. I was trying to leave, okay? I was trying to leave, and right when I was like, all right, let's go. You know how you get your homie that look like, yeah, right? My coworker is such a smooth talker. He just talked to everybody. He won't let us leave. So I'm trying to dip off. We got places to go, My coworker does this. Yeah, so what you do? I don't care. I have no interest in what this person does at all. I'm like, man, I'm trying to go. Coworker been smooth talking. Hey, well, so what you do? Now, mind you, this guy chiseled up, he looked like he lived in the gym, right? So, everything's smooth, and now, unfortunately, now I have to follow and unfollow, right? But now I'm joking. I ain't gonna unfollow. So he asks him what he does. The guy says he's a health and wellness specialist or something like that, right? Something health or wellness. And then he says, Dr. Sebi can't be the only one saving people. I ain't making this up. This is exactly what happened, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what's up. Now I'm trying to leave again. And then this is what he does. He goes, what y'all do? Now, you know me. I'm not a man of many words. I don't say nothing. My coworker goes, yeah, we work in finance. He goes, oh, word, that's what's up, man. That's really what's up, man. I take that back. Rewind. This is actually what happens. My coworker asks him, what you do? He says he's in, health and wellness and all that earthy stuff, right? Earthy stuff. And then he goes, what y'all do? Y'all models? I swear to God. He says, what y'all do? Y'all models? And I start laughing, right? I'm like, the hell? Why would you think we models? And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in San Francisco, so I'm feeling a little uncomfortable now at this point. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Hold on. You not a man, cuz I would have left. This story sounds made up, Ayo. Oh, okay. I see what we doing now. See, you know what? People like you go in timeout. I'm not playing these games with y'all today. Now, so after he says y'all model, I'm one of those. Now, somebody say no Diddy, right? Now, so I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. No, my coworker like, no, we in finance. I'm like, what the? Now, finally, we try to dip off. I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm trying to lean this way, He like, yeah, yo, hit me up or something. We can go out for drinks and stuff. Now, my coworker knows me. He goes, oh, he don't drink. I don't. Yeah. So he's like, oh yeah, we could get. No, we cannot. No, we cannot do absolutely nothing. Can't do nothing at all. I don't know you. I don't hang out with much people that I know. I ain't even did a meetup with the people I like online. Let me get up out of here because you already asked us if we was models, and that's wild type crazy. No Diddy. Wild type crazy. I had to get up out of there. That's what happened to me yesterday. I ain't never had no man ask me if I'm a model. Man, listen, if y'all man ever ask y'all some stuff like that, I don't know what to tell y'all. I ain't never had no man ask me nothing like that. It was probably as uncomfortable as I felt in a long time, but I gotta just be smooth and try to dip up out of here. But me and my coworker had a nice long talk about that. Because that was not funny. I got up out of there. You know me. I got up out of there. Went on about my way. But it's just crazy stuff like that happens on a day. Because I am friendly enough that I will talk to you, but I ain't friendly enough for you to ask for my IG. First of all, that's mad uncomfortable. I ain't never asked for no man's IG. Now, I feel a little weird talking about the story because I ain't mad at him, but I don't ask for, let me get your IG. That's weird to me. So, but he was younger. He was in probably 23, 24. I don't know. Guys, if you ever see me out and about, which you won't, please do not ask for my IG. Don't do that. Especially if y'all know me, y'all can probably access my IG, but do not bump into me like, bro, let me get your IG. Don't do that. Do not ask me if I'm a model. Yeah, that was the most uncomfortable I felt in a long time in my life. I'm going to lean on y'all for understanding right now. Okay? Now, let us get into the show. I hadn't talked up a storm. Let us get into the show. I got a couple things I want to cover about having a job. Okay? JJ, why would they ask if we model? I'm going to tell you why. And it's just my opinion. Now, I can't even answer that question without feeling weird, JJ. I can't answer the question of why another man would ask me if we a model while we walking downtown San Francisco. So, JJ, I know what you're trying to do. You think you're slick. I'm not even going to indulge in why would a man ask me if I was a model. Because I know where y'all going to go with this conversation. So I'm not going to indulge. Hey, Venus, I'm not going to indulge with it at all. I don't care. I don't know his name. I think it was like, yeah, what's your name? Don't care. Where's that Stephen A. clip? We don't care. We don't care. No, I've been doing this a long time. Yo, Carl, chill out, bro. You got to chill, man. This is wild. So I'm going to start telling y'all more stories of my day-to-day stuff, that interactions that I get, but that's just yesterday. Today was a good day. Nobody bothered me. I got from point A to point B. Life was good today. Yesterday was a bad day. If I ever get asked if I'm a model, if y'all even write anything in the chat about models, I'm timing you out. Don't play with me. I got moderators. Don't you dare play with. See? Stop that. I see y'all in the chat right now. Stop saying this stuff. Stop it right now. This is why I don't have story time with y'all. Because y'all know what type of people I'm going to run into out here. And there ain't that many black people. So part of the reason I listen, because less than 5% black people in San Francisco. So I was like, all right, see another person look like us. I don't know. Try to be nice. I don't know. So I ain't doing that again. So listen, if y'all ever in the city and y'all see some guy carrying grocery bags, big old muscles and stuff, run. Run. Okay? Now, I can't believe I experienced that. That is wild, crazy, y'all. I can't believe I've experienced that. That's crazy. T.O., shout out to T.O. T.O., my friend, gifted 1, 2. What comes after 2? Oh, 4. No, 3, 4, 5. 5 memberships. 5 memberships to the GBG. Shout out to you, T.O. I appreciate you, family. And my brother Harrison in the building says salute. Yeah, I'm gonna take that salute, but from now I'm gonna start needing to see like no diddies at the end of all these sentences for the rest of this show. Because I don't know. I don't trust none of y'all in the chat right now. I don't trust none of y'all in the chat right now at all. I don't even look like a model. And let me tell you what makes it worse. I have my mask on, so I wear a mask when I'm in commute. So I put my mask on. Part of the reason for my mask is that I'm less noticeable about people, because I've been in the industry for a while, so I've met a bunch of people. I know a lot of owners and businesses and all this type of stuff in the neighborhoods, couple contacts, right? So I keep my mask on because there's a little level of notoriety, right? So this is how I duck and dodge, right? And he asked me if I'm a model with a mask on. Oh my gosh. Me and my co-worker will have to talk about this tomorrow. He ever put me in a situation like this, we can't have this no more. We can't have that. Better not be no icebreaker. Now, let me get to the show before it won't be no show, because y'all start putting models all through the chat. All right, now listen. Y'all remember last show I told y'all, I said TikTok has got to be stopped. Y'all remember I told y'all that? I told y'all TikTok has got to be stopped. And y'all thought I was joking. Let me tell y'all why. Remember I showed y'all last time it was a lovely person on TikTok and they do whatever TikTok say. So I wasn't getting none of my cash apps because I had my phone on mute, so I didn't even hear it go off. So I turned my phone off on mute, so now I can hear it. Now, I have a TikTok, but I don't post because I have no interest on being on TikTok. But I know it's a source for content, and it's a source to kind of know how the business operates. So there's two sides. One, the investor side, which means I want to know how they shoot advertising. I want to know how they target customers, because they are in the same industry as other businesses, the Metas and Google, like Google's, YouTube, all that. So I study it, right? And then on the other end, it's the content creation side. So it's twofold, like it's two benefits for me, right? But I don't go there to learn. But one thing I do know is that it's filled with women. And the women will do I should become a TikTok influencer. I don't know how you sign up for that job, but the women will listen and do anything that is shown on TikTok. Y'all don't believe me? It don't matter if a guy in the middle of the woods says something on TikTok. If the woman was saying things about America and she lived in a whole nother country, if it's on TikTok, it has to be real. If it's on TikTok, it must be real. Check this out. Check this out.
This right here, this is Botox. This is Botox that you make at home.
Good afternoon.
Hi, I'd like to cancel my appointment on Monday. Oh, it's so gooey. Oh, it's cold.
TikTok must be stopped. TikTok must be stopped. So you told me you saw one lady on TikTok tell you that this is what they doing and this is what you do? You ain't gonna even ask for the credentials of this one? You're not gonna ask nothing. Just if it's on TikTok, that's the new wave. I get it. It's TikTok.
It's been 10 minutes and I can barely move my face. Oh. I can't laugh. I can't stop laughing. Look at my forehead. It's so tight.
Now, I know y'all think that I'm upset. I'm not. If you want to do whatever's on TikTok, you may do it. But I know if I put all this stuff on my face and then my face start tightening up like that, I'd be worried. I'd be a little worried. But monkey see, monkey do. TikTok say, TikTok do. Now, it's no wonder why they about to get banned, It's no wonder why they about to get banned. Okay, I'm not shocked at all. I know why they about to get banned. It's actually for a legitimate reason too. Okay, now she actually gets a kick out of this. What's that, Carl? You said that's your type of chick? Carl, brother, whatever type of chicks you like, brother. Carl, come on. Mr. Anderson, I'm not here to judge you, brother. If this the type of chick that you like, that get her information from TikTok, brother, I ain't judging. I ain't judging, Mr. Anderson. I ain't judging at all right? You can learn anything on the internet. That's what they say. That's one bottle down. We're going to get to bottle number 2. I got a couple bottles to get through. Now, I gotta love TikTok. Now, I want to ask y'all this. How many of y'all work for a company and you guys have actually met your chief executive officer, CEO for short? How many of you have actually met your CEO? If you met your CEO, I just want you to put a 1 in the chat. Now, Venus, you're a business owner, you don't count because you're your own CEO. But you get my point. If you ever work for a company that has a CEO, not talking business owner, a CEO, because it's been scaled to a certain point where that's necessary. Just put a 1 in the chat if you've ever met a CEO that you either work for, etc. Right? And put a 2 if you go, every company I work for, I never met the CEO. Now, I've worked for a bunch of CEOs. They get fired a lot. When the stock don't go up, you get fired. If the stock don't go up, you get fired. Now, most people never ever actually meet their CEOs, right? The one that I met, he eventually got fired. But it's kind of cool to still meet him when you're talking people that's making millions of dollars a year. And they're running like tons, like hundreds of thousands of employees, right? It's pretty interesting. Now, one thing that technology has done, it has closed the gap between celebrity and common person, right? J. Cole famously said that he don't believe celebrity is going to exist in like 100 years or something, but the gap has been closed, right? So I was listening to this one woman who was on a conference call with her CEO. And I thought this was quite interesting. So I want to know you guys' thought process about this, right? This girl right here was on a call with her CEO from a pretty decent sized company you guys may have heard of. I want you guys, Vanny Rule, how are you, darling? I want you guys to listen to the interaction that has been had and tell me what you think.
We have an important meeting today. We have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sure.
So I started August 25th. I've been on a 3-month ramp, and then it was 3 weeks of December.
I just want to let y'all know. She cut the CEO off from speaking. Now, in my experience, I'm not saying, you got to be a kiss, but most people, when the bosses come around, people hide, pretend like they working, and they don't typically talk to them like they're equals, right? But listen, I'm going to cut you off right there. She said that. I'm actually impressed, but she said that.
We have an important meeting today. We have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sure.
So I started August 25th. I've been on a 3-month ramp, and then it was 3 weeks of December, and then a week of Christmas, and then here we are. Also, why are you doing this and not my manager? We've never met, so this seems a little odd that my manager has no idea that this has been happening, and the director has no idea that this has been happening. So I'm just definitely confused, and yeah, I would love like an explanation that makes sense.
Now, I've never in my life seen anything like this. This is why it kind of shocked me, right? But it is interesting questions. I'll say this. They're fair questions to ask. I don't think she's in the right to ask those questions, but don't matter because she ain't got a job anyway. But the interesting part is it seemed like she feel emboldened to say these type of things, which is cool, but you've been recorded for this. And I ain't mad, but wow, the bravery on this young woman. And look at people saying, go off. Yeah, say what you got to say. Yeah, you ain't got no job, so say what you got to say.
I won't be able to add any kind of specifics on numbers or...
Wait, yeah, no, can you explain for me why Brittany Peach is getting let go?
Did you hear? Can you just explain why I'm getting let go, specifically me, myself, not why you're letting the whole staff and everybody else go? Just tell me why you letting me go. You ain't got to answer that, Captain.
I won't be able to go into specifics for numbers.
Wait, why though? I really need an answer and an explanation as to why Brittany Peach is getting let go, not why Cloudflare decided to hire too many people and are now actually realizing that they can't afford this many people and they're letting that go.
Now, Cloudflare is a pretty big company. Now, she's saying, why is Brittany Peach? Her last name is Peach. She wants to know why Brittany Peach, not Brittany B, Brittany Peach. Why is Brittany Peach getting let go? Because we didn't meet the numbers. That's why.
If that's the real answer, I would rather just you tell me that instead of making up some bullshit and telling me that right before I lose my job from someone that I've never met before. So am I getting let go for no reason? If you guys can't give me a reason.
We have an important meeting today. We have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance.
You haven't met the expectation for performance. That's why you've been let go. Now, I want to applaud you being a brave woman that you are. I want to tell you guys this, right? And this is really important. If somebody break up with you, they ain't got to give you an explanation. Y'all always need this closure stuff. Why you breaking up with me? Why we not going to be together no more? Can you tell me what I did wrong? Look, I don't want to be. We done. It's over. I'm leaving. Don't grab my leg. Don't get on the cartoons when they grab it. No. Don't do that. It's over with. We done. You shouldn't need no explanation if someone say they don't want to be with you. If you making somebody explain and all these things, why? Are you that insecure? Are you that insecure? Do you really need to know? He answered the question. We didn't meet our expectations, numbers, etc. So we letting people go. He said it in the beginning. That's what he said. Now, she felt the need to address him as if they were on the same level, which he has a job and she don't. So y'all not on the same level. And he let you go because he has the authority to. And that's how life works, right? But I just love to see how all these people think they entitled to a job. You're not entitled to nothing. This is a prime example of y'all not realizing, hey, Love, see, y'all not realizing that these companies give you an opportunity. You bring value to some companies, but these companies are giving you the opportunity. What? Venus said, I got to drop the link. I don't know what I done already for her to want me to drop the link right now. I ain't never seen Venus tell me to drop the link this early in the conversation. Something must have happened to piss Venus off, you guys. So I'm just going to acquiesce, y'all, and drop her the link. I'll drop you the link, Venus, okay? Now, I'm just saying, me personally, it's a level of entitlement I'm hearing right now, guys. It's a level of entitlement. Now, I'm also not mad. You can go off if you want to. You absolutely can go off, say whatever you want, but you're not getting your job back. You're not getting your job back. They not about to take. Listen. This is why it's funny. Okay, just because you challenge him and say why, he's not going to go, oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Let me give your job back. Don't matter. It don't matter. You don't need an explanation. You don't need to know why. But for some reason, in jobs, in relationships, y'all always need to know why. Why, Venus? Why does she deserve to know why? Because I know you're gonna tell me.
Because she does. Can you imagine somebody you never spoke to, never met, the entire time you got hired, have no idea who they are, and then they just come to you and say, hey, you're fired? You're not going to require any explanation?
So she knows who he is. She just don't have a personal relationship with him. Everybody knows who their CEO is. Everybody, especially when you work in a major company like that. They're not saying they're overly successful right now, but Cloudflare is a pretty known name if you know a little bit about the industries, right? So it's not a small company. They do decent.
First of all, even if you want to apply for unemployment, they're going to ask you why you were terminated. You deserve a reason. Yeah, that's required. What is the reason?
I'm familiar that it's required, right? And he's telling you, here, let me play it in the beginning because maybe you missed something and I don't want you to get mad.
We have an important meeting today. We have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah.
Right there. We have not met performance, okay? So we have decided to part ways, which means you're getting laid off, not necessarily fired.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Either way, laid off, fired. I mean, the outcomes can be different depending on your tenure. You might get a package, etc. I don't know. Different companies, different rules, vesting period, etc. But we know this, that money she was getting, she's not going to get anymore. Now, I agree that you're fine to inquire, Rod, right? But I don't think on the conference call that he has to give you an answer.
But that will be the last communication you have. Once the employer tells you you're fired, you're not talking to them again. So yeah, you have to have that reason right there. Because she's not going to get another chance to talk to him. That's not happening.
She don't need to talk to him no more.
That's my point. So then when else would you said she doesn't need an answer right there. So then where will she get it?
All further questions will be directed to your HR rep.
That's who should have fired me.
No, HR does not fire. What are you talking
about?
Who
hired her?
Who hired her? The hiring manager.
So why isn't the hiring manager firing her? That's why she's like, does my manager know about? She's confused. Like, what is this?
Your manager answers to somebody else. And so whether or not your manager fire you or not, it's whoever has the authority to fire you. And you talking to anybody that understands business like you, know the person at the top who runs the company gets the final say.
No, but it's just not normal. Like usually the person who hired you fires you.
Well, I can answer that question as well because the person that hired you may be getting laid off as well.
Oh, they probably got fired already, huh?
It's a high probability that most people don't get hired by the board of directors. So the board of directors typically stays, but when you start getting lower, you have regional management, district manager. District management and below is what most people are going to meet. You're not going to probably see your district manager as much. You rarely will see your regional manager, but you'll probably see there's probably like 2 manager hierarchies that most people will have access to. And the hiring manager could be either of those 2, and they typically work with you on projects, etc. They probably going to be let go too. There's a good chance they're not safe from this stuff. So it's possible that whoever hired you ain't here no more. So I let go a bunch of people and you included. So there's nobody for you to speak to. And if you have like further issues, then you'd have to reach out to HR to inquire more and more of these reasons. But I'm here to address it, just like the CEO writes annual letter sometimes and things like that. It's kind of what you're getting the experience right now. I'm not mad at her, by the way. It just ain't gonna change nothing. But to me, I think there's a level of entitlement here. However, I could be so wrong that this should be how it should go in the future. Stop acting like the hierarchy and just challenge and talk to these people like however you want. Since they treat you like that, I ain't mad at that either.
Because that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, at this point, she's fired, right? She's already fired, and she understands that. So she doesn't need to kiss your ass. So she's mad. Explain yourself. Why am I fired? And you would probably be mad too if, because I don't know whether she did or didn't, if you were really doing your job and doing it well, you would feel away.
Yeah, I think it's in his best interest not to answer that, especially on a recorded call, right? So, when you're in charge, you have to be a little careful about the things you say. That's why he kept saying, I'm not going to get into numbers or specifics, because you really don't want to be on record saying some of the things because it can cause a lawsuit. So he's there because he's a spokesperson. And the reason why he's doing it, in my opinion, is that he don't want to put it off on the manager that hired you, because they ain't making this decision. He has to make it. He has to cut costs. It wasn't the manager that hired you. So they feel like, yo, you the person in charge. You need to be the one to stick it, like say this to their face, because you usually have good relationships. A lot of jobs exist because people like their managers. They will work for less money. They will show up to work because they like who they work with, because great managers are able to create that environment. So that's why I think that occurred. But ultimately, she learned a hard lesson, which I think a lot of people are going to learn based upon multiple videos that I might have us review. Shout out to Black Built Like a Conquering King, says natural selection at its finest. I don't know about all that. Okay. Mr. Anderson says, I like white girls and I cannot like. No, I'm sorry. I was reading. Sorry about it, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson says, American needs inventors willing to risk it all and entertain us after a hard day's work. The dummies can achieve 2 goals with a single action. USA. I don't know what Mr.
I don't even understand what that meant.
I'm not getting it. I don't want to get it back and forth, Mr. Anderson. T.O. says, the voice of Venus. Oh, he added you.
Hi, T.O.
They can vaguely give you a reason why, but they don't go into details unless you committed a publicly known terminable. What's that say?
I think he meant like
terminable offense. Yeah. I told you I didn't go to college. Okay. Now the reason why I played this video, because I actually think it's really reflective of how young people have disregarded the way conventionally we have acted. Right? Hey, I'm getting laid off. All right, whatever. Mind their business, move on, etc. She like, nah, hey, I'm gonna cut you off right there. That's wild.
I like it.
Of course, because you like defiance and you like trying to, do your thing. You like stepping on people. You're from New York. We're gonna get to that later. Don't worry.
It's because think about how easily companies treat you like what you are to them, just another number. You can go at any time, right? There is no regard for you or how you feel, or the fact that you're depending on this income. Nobody cares. So I think I like the fact that people are starting to understand, why am I going to sit here and kiss the ass of somebody who just cut off my livelihood and does not give a damn? Like, what am I respecting you for? No,
I agree with it, but I think you get a much better respect for business and ownership. Right now, people are very disrespectful of business owners, businesses, and things like that, especially people that are being
treated like slaves.
It's interesting you say that, tired of being treated like slaves, right? So I don't look at business owners as slaves, right? And this girl will give you the example of why I don't view it that way. Let me show you what this young lady says here, okay?
This is the most humbled I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can go in person to places and say, are you guys hiring? It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs, and some of them are being like, we're not hiring, and it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages. Oh, this sucks. Like, I just want to be a TikToker, if I'm being so for real with you. But I can't be delusional anymore. Like, I literally need to make money. So I'm just gonna keep trying.
Now, at the beginning of the video, just so you can hear, because a little background, she might be in New York. You know how the New Yorkers are. She says, this is the most humble I've ever been in my life. I'm literally having resumes going from business to business to try to get hired, and I'm getting rejected from minimum wage jobs. And honestly, I just want to be a TikToker. I told you TikTok has gotta be stopped. Got these women out here thinking that they can be a TikToker. All right. The other lady left her job, and I don't even remember. Man, stop. TikTok cannot save you all. Okay. Businesses are the ones that save you. And this is the point. Look at you begging for work. Look what happens when someone doesn't give you an opportunity. Businesses are not treating you like slaves. They're giving you an opportunity because you don't love me. You don't love the business you work with. You're there to do a service. So like when a woman don't love you and she don't, like women tell you, if I love you, I'll cook for you. But if I don't love you, I'm not cooking. Look, you don't work for me. Get out. I don't have to give you no answers. And the same thing when you quit, you can just quit. Go ahead and quit. So it's interesting, the perspective of slaves. I look at it as opportunity, because if not, you walk around like her.
Yeah, she got me rethinking this thing because, like, yeah, I know. I feel bad for her, and I know somebody like who went through something like that.
Oh yeah, she's crying too, by the way.
Yeah, she told me she was like walking into different places because it was just like nothing was happening. But I think she got a job now. But
it's see, the people don't realize. People like, man, you could just quit your job. I could, but I ain't, because I want to make as much money as I can. Because one day they may tell you fired, you can't work here no more, and I don't want to do that. Yeah. I don't want to be walking around with my resume begging people for a job. Not that I'm not humble enough to do it, because I'm going to definitely apply and try. But as long as people are willing, this is why I never understood. They like, why you always show up for work? Why don't you take PT? Why aren't you on vacation? Because I'm still in awe that people are willing to pay me to do these jobs and give me money for it. As long as they're going to give me money for this, I'm going to be quiet, mind my business, do my thing, and take that money. I'm never going to look at it like, yeah, you know what? Y'all doing a service for me. Because the way I look at it is, I'm lucky that they employ me, because they don't have to, and they can find most other people to do the job. If you're an engineer, even if you're a good engineer, they can find another engineer. You have to be irreplaceable, and that's really hard for most jobs. So we're looking at things the wrong way. And that's why I'm like, please do not confuse, business owners as trying to enslave you. They literally give you an option. Like I tell you, women say this: just tell me the truth and let me decide if I want to let you deal with other women. You heard women say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, the job tells you this how much you're gonna get paid, this the type of work you're gonna do.
That part is subjective. I've had jobs where that was explained to me, and then little by little, other people's responsibilities. Like, it seems like once they see you're good, you can handle with your job. Okay, let me add something else. Let me add something else, and let me add something else. And they're not adding a raise though. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I go through that all the time. Here's the thing.
You do a lot of people's jobs, right?
I do. So, but here's the thing. I have an opportunity to say, yo, I'm doing a lot of other people's jobs. Y'all need to give me a raise. It's an option. The question is, most people are afraid to acknowledge that, because they're afraid, hey, I start talking big and bold, I might not be around longer. Most people see, when I have leverage, like whenever I've been in a position, I say, hey, a company can't give me more money, and most companies can, but most times you might want a different access, right? So I might be like, yo, I might need to do this. I might need you to take care. Like, I might need you to do it. I might want to not show up this day, and you better not say nothing. You know what happened? I might not show up there, and nobody say nothing. So you might not get more money, but you get other benefits, which is people respect what you do. They will advocate for you. If you're not making an impact beyond just money, because I see opportunity beyond just money. If you want to ask for money, you should do it. But I look for different things because I realized that there's so much value in other things in life without a dollar. But other people haven't got to that point in their life. I just see women like this all over. The other girl was crying. The nurse was crying. We're a nurse and I don't make enough money. We're in Canada. They all is crying. And y'all don't realize, y'all look at y'all relationship with y'all bosses and businesses in a negative way. And y'all not operating a certain way. But in y'all relationships, oh no, you just can't be a provider no more. You need to be emotionally intelligent. Tell your job this stuff and see how it work out for you.
Yeah, no, you can't. That's why I said they add responsibilities little by little because they know you need the job, right? And that's where it can start to feel like slavery was extreme, but I'll say it can start to feel like you're being taken advantage of because they know you're in a position where you need the money, you need the job, and you signed up for these specific tasks. But it's like every so often they're adding more and more and more on you.
No, I agree with that 100%. But that's the way the game goes. I ain't gonna lie. You got to learn how to play the game. T.O. says, if I walk into apply for McDonald's and they don't hire me, that's when I put the ski mask on.
Yeah, she should be able to get a minimum wage job. Like that really makes me sad. Like anybody could get those jobs. Why can't she get where is she?
Because people don't realize it, right? When you're studying financial markets and you're studying how the economy is running, you're paying attention to what's going on. You're seeing a bunch of job openings and none of them closing. You're seeing a bunch of like places where they're minimum wage and nobody's filling positions. They just have less people doing the job, right? Yeah. When you realize that, you go, they're not hiring just because the numbers say we have job openings. They're not hiring people. They're not fulfilling those roles. So a lot of people thinking they have all this time to skip jobs and move here. Look what's going on with a lot of tech people getting laid off. Thousands and thousands of tech jobs are just disappearing. That girl was talking about Cloudflare. That's tech, right? So thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, and I'm sure we're going to get to the hundreds of thousands of jobs being let go because I know for sure, based upon what's going on in the market, there's going to be major tech companies laying off 5,000-10,000 more employees as time goes on because profitability must be better. Margins must get better, and part of margins is the cost to do business, and cutting you off is the primary cost. That way people get it down. So people don't realize this is happening because we're usually 6 months to a year behind. The market is usually thinking forward. But if you're not in markets and you don't really read on this stuff, you're behind with everybody else. So you're in a place where you're like, oh, there are jobs, people are hiring, we see signs. But when you're in the markets, you say, hey, we're cutting staff here, we're using AI to cover for this. And you're like, oh, these jobs ain't about to be here. And this is why some people are behind and some people are ahead. I already know this is going to happen. I'm like, people like, why you ain't moving from California yet? Because look, it ain't time to move right now. All right, let me keep collecting this money right now.
Man.
And then when the markets start to dip a little bit, I'll be even in a better advantageous position, right? Because I don't have to make a move right now, but I can make an even smarter strategic move as the markets kind of dip more and people get pushed out of Texas because they like, oh, I don't want to be in Texas no more because I don't like the politics. It ain't California weather, all these things. I can watch it play out, because, and I can, of course, anybody can be displaced, but I add a level of value at my job that I'm not necessarily worried, but also I'll sleep on the couch for a little while. I would love to have 6 months off from not working. I haven't felt that in a very long time, but it's probably not going to happen, but I'm prepared to execute multiple strategies, right? That's not happening for these people. And this girl is just one of the many that are going to be crying because there are not going to be any jobs.
Can I say this? This is why I'm huge on entrepreneurship, right? And even in that, I'm not above getting a job at any point, right? Because entrepreneurship can be like up and down. But I just like, if you can, creating an option where you can somehow start to produce your own income. That way nobody can take it away from you. I don't care if you drive Uber on the side, if you have a car, if you babysit, if you braid hair. I don't care. I just think it's important for people to have another income if they can.
I agree with that, but here's the thing: even the Uber and the Lyft, right? Me looking at it, I'm like, oh man, I've gotten a car and a lady told me, look, I'm a recovering drug addict. This job helps me get by, and I'm happy for it. I'm like, I'm glad Uber, Lyft, they're creating jobs for people that don't necessarily have the skill set to pass an interview.
Yeah.
We just conducted some interviews, right?
You can deliver food, like
I
Uber Eats.
I was done like helping out with interviews, but now I've been helping out with interviews lately, right? And so I've conducted a couple interviews, and I see how horrible people are at interviewing. Because I'm on the other side of being the interview, I know both sides. So I'm like, it'll be easier for me to interview because I'm on the other side and I interview people, right? I haven't done it in a while, but I'm doing it, I don't know, now. And I've met some candidates. I'm like, oh wow, she's really good. Oh, he's really good. But it's 2 people out of 15. People are horrible at interviewing. They don't have these skills. You can see the
name them real
laziness.
quick, just in case somebody's listening. What's making them horrible?
When you ask them questions, and you ask them to give examples based upon their experience, they cannot connect the question with their answer. They can say a bunch of things, but it doesn't answer the questions. It doesn't connect. It doesn't show their abilities. They don't have the ability to anticipate. All of these things come out during the interview. And here's the thing. People lie in interviews. Like, you know me, I'm very big on behaviors. I love like studying people. So I study from the very jump, from the second you walk in the door to how you look around, greet, sit, wait, how early you are, all of these things. And very few people have those skills. They just don't have them. And it's going to get worse. And obviously it's the inability to make eye contact, all of these factors that you see all the time is going to get worse because most people would rather talk over the phone where they can hide and look at notes, right? But when you're mano a mano, you have them, they struggle with a lot of different things. So I see this stuff happening. Most of the people are not going to be hireable. And until we get back from this bull market, go down and get back in another bull market where they just hire anybody, because that's what she said. Y'all hired all these people. Why? We had an influx of money. We had investors, put $1 billion in capital. And so we started hiring because we wanted to build out the business. Now, market downturn, any other industry affecting this one eventually bleeds into this one because money is all about the movement. So if we stop getting money in phone business, it's going to affect other areas. I can't make calls. I'm my pre-phone phone. So when you realize that, you're going to say, oh, it's going to like touch everybody eventually. And I just see all this stuff happening. And it's just unfortunate. People cannot interview, Venus. They cannot.
I must be good. Like, I got hired on the spot for, honest to God, almost every interview I ever went on.
Yeah, you are good because you actually there's a level of intellect that you have where you understand people. You understand how they're viewing you. Like, I can read people really well. But when you're young, 23, 24, 25, trying to get your foot, even entry-level jobs.
No, even then.
It's harder for these kids now because they were so used to just getting hired because they were just hiring anybody. Now they're not doing that. You see what I'm saying? They not just, and then it's getting worse, right? Because Ubers, the Lyfts, they are asking for, hey, we need a minimum wage. And I'll be telling people, like, you don't understand. If you ask Uber and Lyft for minimum wage, then they're going to start limiting the amount of employees that they have. Not anybody can just sign on the app and drive. Like, it's going to be limitations. Now, the people that they were getting up off the couches, getting out there working, are not going to be able to get hired now because the interview process is going to be different now. It's not going to just sign. You see what I'm saying? Like, all these things, California passing a law, the fast food bill that just passed, it's going to be a problem.
But I think people do need to work on the social skills, like even down to the tone of your voice, smiling as soon as you meet eye contact with them, like being confident in the way you speak, like all those things. I've always been like that, though.
Yeah, and Jay just says you can freelance. That's if you're skilled, you can freelance on Upwork and things like that. Most people that are entry-level positions, they are not skilled. And even this woman having 2 degrees don't mean nothing to people.
She said communications and
communications and acting, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's like, girl.
well, at the end of the day, being educated, there's still general education, right? So whenever you get a degree, you still have a level of general education that you have. And then a lot of degrees come with specialties, right? So you specialize in something like this, you specialize in something like that. It's just that she has general knowledge, which is actually still better than somebody who does not.
You know what her problem really is, in my opinion? Networking. Because a lot of people get jobs because of who? A lot of opportunities I got, honestly, just because I knew somebody who already was there.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to network for an entry-level position. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get what you said. If I'm trying to get my foot through the door in certain other jobs, like that, it should be right above entry level. That's when I need.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, but entry level jobs, this shouldn't be happening. But I'm telling you, they're eliminating jobs, they're hiring slow, and they're leaning on their best workers to just mind your business. And we're gonna ride you out right now. And, no, real talk.
We're gonna work you.
We're gonna ride, you know, and we're gonna do that. And you just got to grind through it. And this is what's happening. This is the sad part, but it's not going to change. Now, let me shift a little forward here. Now, Venus, let me tell you something that happened to me today, okay? I don't know why I'm in this. I was sitting down at a desk eating my food for lunch today, okay? And I was enjoying myself. I was smiling. I was like, man, you know, and I put my hand down on like a little rest, and I turned and I smashed my finger in between the little armrest thing and the desk. And there's a little bit of blood in my little pinky. I don't want to show y'all, but it's a little blood inside my pinky right now. It hurts. It hurts, okay? It's very painful. Now, do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I have two.
You have two of them, okay? Now, my question is, well, I don't have a question. This guy has a question for you.
What is iPhone finger? The way we hold our phones.
Do you have iPhone finger?
I'm not sure what that is yet. No.
You got iPhone finger. All right, we'll let them break down what iPhone finger is.
What is iPhone? The way we hold our phones, sometimes with the weight of the phone resting on your pinky finger, has created an indentation and has actually changed the way your pinky looks. So look at your dominant hand, the hand that you hold your iPhone with, and compare it to the pinky finger on your other hand.
Is there a dent in your pinky finger? Venus, check the pinky. Check the pinky finger.
I don't really think so.
You better compare it to your other pinky.
No, I'm looking. I don't know.
How many of y'all in the chat got?
But I do have the pain. I know what they're talking about. The pain on the pinky, because you do rest the whole phone on the pinky.
Yeah, y'all got iPhone fingers. Y'all got iPhone fingers.
This is why I love earbuds. I don't like holding my phone ever.
You know what's so funny? I hold in my dominant hand.
Sorry.
You said what?
I meant to say AirPods. Sorry.
Yeah. In my dominant hand, I don't use my pinky, but in my non-dominant hand, I do. So that's really interesting. I just noticed it yesterday. I was like, I saw this video. I said, let me check. And I grabbed my phone. I said, no, I don't really use my pinky at all with my dominant hand. But my non-dominant hand, I use my pinky. I was like, dang, I don't think I have iPhone fingers though, because I don't really have my phone as much as the normal person does. But it looks like iPhone fingers are real thing. Look at that girl. She like, oh my God, I got the iPhone finger. It's a dent on my pinky. She got iPhone finger, Venus. I
got a dent in my finger. You have iPhone finger.
What?
What is iPhone finger?
Can you believe that people going around with iPhone finger? Okay. Now, there's a popular social media guy. Okay. He's pretty popular. His name is Calvin Grimes. Have you heard of him?
No.
All right. So he basically goes to grocery stores and just messes with people.
Maybe when you show his face, I think I've seen a guy who does that.
Oh, so like, if it's an attractive face, you remember guys like that?
No, I know the face of the dude, I think, or I'll know his voice.
Let me shout out Carl Anderson. Carl says, occasionally it's necessary to expand your horizons, such as exploring Dubai, Tokyo, or the U.S. Civil Service for employment opportunities. I did wish I had went to the military after hearing all these military people and these pensions and all this money that they getting. I was like, what? I should have went to the military.
And they pay for their education.
Man, I just for the loan, the VA loan, no money, like although I would have been like, hey, yes. So yes. But I got discouraged. I was actually on the phone with a recruiter a long time ago, but then somebody told me you can't go. So I did not go.
That happened to me. I went to a Navy recruitment place when I was like 19, and I forgot why I didn't go through with it, but I should have.
I still miss it. So this is Calvin Grimes, okay? I want you to watch this in action right here. So just so you know, I'm not crazy.
Now, why you got white on for?
Well, don't do that.
Huh?
What you trying to say?
You can't wear white.
Don't do that. Because what? It's the holiday seasons. What you trying to say?
Why you talking? Where you from?
I'm from New York.
I knew I can't stand y'all. Y'all just so.
I told you I'm not the only one. He can't stand them. I can't. See, it ain't just me. even you look, even social media stars with millions and followers can't do it either. You thought I was making this up. All he said was you can't wear white. That's all he said. You can't wear no white.
Now, why you got white on for?
Well, don't do that.
Huh?
What you trying to say?
You can't wear white.
Don't do that. Because what? It's the holiday seasons. What you trying to say?
Why you talking? Where you from?
I'm from New York.
I knew I can't stand y'all. Y'all just so aggressive.
No, you're aggressive because you're telling me I can't wear white.
You can't wear white.
Black.
Why you got on white?
And I got our little ass bit of white.
Yeah, you can't do that. Don't do that no more.
Wow, he just walked over and said you can't wear
Who
white.
is that? Let me see who that is.
My Nike leggings.
Let me see who. Let me talk to her for a second.
This is my sister.
Mind your business.
Oh my God! I know you not. Who that? Why you know him? Who that is?
Mind your business.
I don't know him. That's Calvin. Calvin who? I hear so. Wait, let me.
Her sister was ready to drop them draws.
This is crazy how he calling her aggressive, and he walked up. First of all, a man approaching a woman, invading her personal space, not even saying hello. You just walk up on somebody. Why you wearing? You can't wear that. But then you calling her aggressive. Like I can't.
Okay,
With
so what you're
gaslighting.
arguing right now, Miss Venus, is that he's biased. Basically, you know what I mean? He's too aggressive. He can't be saying this stuff about New Yorkers. That's
Nah, you can't just be walking up on random women. First of all, that in itself is aggressive. Like, and you're not even like, hello, how you walking up all up in her space. You can't like, sir, you came here with aggression. Get the fuck out of my face. You think she bad? I'd have went off on his ass. Okay.
You definitely would have. So I'm just saying, right? He is you don't have to assume nobody is bad or something wrong with them because they have a level of aggression. I don't necessarily see aggression. What I see is he don't have a level of not talking to people. He talk up and run up to anybody. He wasn't threatening. You didn't get no threatening than them.
Any man who's a stranger who just walks up on me is a threat.
What about a woman? Is a woman a threat if she walk up on you, or because you could beat her up?
Absolutely, depending on how she. Yeah, you just walk up on me and you get too close, too quick. Yeah, I'm looking at you kind of crazy.
God dang it!
The fuck? What are you doing?
Oh, so you basically saying that since her sister know who he is, it don't count. Okay, fine, fair enough.
You look familiar. Stay at the store. I'm on my way.
I ain't got time for both of y'all.
Oh, you recording me?
Why you?
So she finally caught the camera at the end, right? So this is the crazy part, right? Her sister was ready to pull up on him. How you gonna say he's an aggressive man? That girl's smiling. She's a New Yorker. She ain't concerned with his aggression. Can we agree?
I don't know what she's concerned with, but I just thought it was interesting that he called her aggressive when he's walking up on strangers, telling them what to do, not even saying hi, hello, nothing, just walking up on people. Why are you wearing that? You can't do that. But then calling her aggressive for reacting is crazy.
Come on now, Venus. You gotta be lighting up. You can't look at everybody as a problem. He's there, he a little goofy, and she knew. He walked up on her. She was like, "Oh, I'm from New York. This ain't nothing. This how these men out here. Because you told me, Aaron, you from San Francisco. You're not even aggressive like that. I like these aggressive guys." And that's
even they know because of how they're perceived. They don't even walk up on you like that. That's why if somebody just walk up on you like that, it's alarming immediately. What was happening?
No, I understand. I wouldn't do that. but I don't have a threat. Like he looked like he tall as heck compared to her. I'm not a threatening person, so people don't ever really get worried about me, especially women, especially black women. They're comfortable, right? So I wouldn't have that problem. But other people, yeah, they still see a black man, and I'm not an idiot, but I'm just saying. He said he had a problem with New Yorkers. I think that's kind of messed up, right? But the only people that tell you the truth is drunks, angries, and children. That's what they told me. So this camera right here walks around New York with a 3-year-old.
Mama, I don't like here in New York. Why?
The 3-year-old don't like it here in New York either, Venus.
Because she got her walking.
Hey, the 3-year-old said they don't like it. But hey, that's just one child. So we don't know. Maybe it's where they walking at, huh? Let's see.
Because there's a lot of rubbish.
Oh, she said she don't like it because there's a lot of rubbish.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of rubbish for sure.
First of all, the fact that she know what rubbish mean, I was over here looking at my dictionary like rubbish.
It means trash, right?
Rubbish, huh? Must be Australian.
And it's pretty. Oh, there's a little rubbish everywhere. Look at all the stuff on the floor. So many people here. Mom, I don't like New York. Oh, what's so stinky? Mama, can I get a mask? Yeah, do you like New York? I don't. It's stinky. I kind of like New York, but there's a lot of rubbish. It's so fun. That's stinky. Mama, so many people here. Mama, do not lie to me next time. What do you mean? Lying's not fun. I'm just going to shake. Whoa, New York has McDonald's. They come in Australia.
Now, I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, she would get on my nerves. Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, I cannot deal with that. Oh, hell no.
I thought you said they love the kids.
I do love the kids, but ooh, thank God. My nieces don't act like that. All that whining and shit, girl.
You know.
Girl, shut up.
I kind of agree. I kind of understand. I don't mind though. I like just happy moments. She with her family, they walking around. I like people being happy, not robbing nobody, not bipping nobody's car, working at their job. That's why I have high level respect for everybody that's minding their business, working their job, doing what they can. I don't like people standing around looking for people and looking to take things from other people that they work for. I don't really like that stuff. I never liked it.
Agree. Yeah, no.
So I over advocate for just regular people like doing their thing, not bothering nobody else. Just, hey man, I put boxes together in the warehouse, man. I don't bother nobody. Do my work, I go home. I have a high level of respect for people like that because there are a lot of people that are just looking around to take from you because they don't want to do the work. So that's just how I am. And so I just thought this 3-year-old gave a fair assessment of smelly York. Okay, it's a fair assessment. Okay, I don't think it's unfair. Now,
but why people so vocal about New York is if we're asking anybody to come there or to like us. We ain't asking for that.
Y'all sanctuary city.
We ain't asking for that. Like, just stay in Australia, stay away from New York women, and everybody will be fine.
Nah, y'all sanctuary city. Okay, now that's just what it is. Okay, remember me now. This video right here. Have you seen this video?
No.
Let me play it for you.
I just got an email from my bank saying that my deposit was made today. I didn't make a deposit today, and half my home loan's gone.
Really?
What? I did not make that. What? Did someone accidentally put money into my home loan?
Not accidental.
Well, I didn't do this. Can you just hold up? Where the hell did that come from? What?
Hey.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. What?
It's me.
What?
I paid for it.
Why?
Because you deserve it. You do so much for me.
What?
All the time, every day, and
what?
Yeah.
How?
Hey.
How?
Hey.
What the?
Hey, you gotta be happy. You deserve it, okay? What? I love you so much. No.
Dude, why did you do that?
Because I love you, babe.
No, that's too much, Kate.
No, it's not. It's not even enough.
MS Best is one of those people that just makes me have evil thoughts. Like, I don't really be wanting people to die, but for some reason, he just evokes such a negative feeling in my soul. It's not even funny. Like,
Venus,
it's
stay here
horrible.
with me, okay? Jesus Christ, stop battling people in the chat, okay? I think now this is the problem, right? This is where me and Sharon get into an issue, right? Sharon was like, I don't like pranks. I don't like them. And me and E-Man, we was up here. The rest of us was like, nah, pranks, there's some okay ones. He was like, nah, I don't like none of them, right? Now,
Me either.
See, here's the thing, right? Because remember, you were here actually. We were talking about the guy, his girlfriend came into the tent and he was playing this prank on her, and you can tell like it was kind of messed up a little bit, right? He hurt her feelings, right? You would agree, right? Kind of hurt her feelings. That's what we saw, right? So you'll see that guy, right? You can tell this guy, and most guys never get compliments. Most guys never walk by and a woman say, "Oh, you look nice." They go most of their life without getting compliments, and then feeling like they deserve something, right? If a guy pays off a woman's whole house, she gonna cry, "Thank you so much," because women are used to receiving that type of experience. It's not usually the reverse, right? If a woman does pay, it's probably her dad, etc. And it can happen. It's just rare. Most men are in shock. You can see, he said, why would you do that for me? Why? That's too much, right? And as a man, I'm like, dang, he can't even accept it.
Oh, yeah. There are men who literally can't accept compliments. But I think for the same reason you said, they're just so not used to it that they get uncomfortable and they'll say something weird or try to take the attention off of themselves. I remember I asked somebody one day, like, why do you, every time I give you a compliment, why do you do that? And that's literally what he said. He said, it just makes me uncomfortable.
Yes. Men are not used to compliments. Don't matter if they pretty, but no matter what, they're not used to compliments, especially based upon their looks. Guys that are smart are kind of used to women saying, God, you're really smart, right? But outside of those realms, just a compliment just because you being cool, it's just not common for men. There are some men that get it and they'll be like, I get complimented all the time. In a general sense, the amount of reaffirming compliments that women get on a day-to-day basis is 10,000 times more than a guy will ever receive in his life, right? So, and that's
it is, but believe it. I'm sorry, but it is, but believe it or not, there are some women who are like that too.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. A lot of these women DMs is empty. Like when people like, all women can get a man, they can, but most of these women, they DMs is empty. They dry. They ain't got no man in there checking for them. I don't care. Most of these women that are on IG, y'all not like, your DMs is empty. Y'all not really getting men in your DMs like that.
I'm speaking even before the whole DM thing, right? Like I remember this from young, like even high school. Just how certain friends like that same reaction. I've seen that from women too. Not as many, yeah, but I've seen
it, of course, right? But I'm more tying this like because was of course what's the name was here? Sharon Bracey, okay, the solution man himself, right? Because he don't like pranks, and he said, I don't want to be friends with somebody that want to play a prank on me, etc. Right? And everybody's like, I personally think small pranks are okay. Little things, some things is cool. I'm not gonna be. There are some things somebody do to you, and you just bust out laughing like, "Dang, you got me good." I don't see nothing wrong with that. Dang, because I've been serious. Okay, you got me, good one. Right? It ain't got to be the worst thing. It could be, it's just a joke. It can be a joke, or it could be something else. But some of them are okay, right? And the reason why I play that, because women play off my mortgage.
Hey, how you going? We're going to be really quick, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to be late. If I just drop you at home and I'm just going to have to go straight there, is that okay?
What?
Well, otherwise I'm going to be late and warm-up start in like 30 minutes.
We have
dinner?
I'm not going to do dinner tonight with you. Just you get some takeaway. I'm going to have to eat with the guys after the game. I can't believe this is like finally happening. Like the whole season is building up to this one night, and we're just like, I'm ready. Like we've been psyching each other up all day. Fingers crossed. Don't jinx it. It's the final. And like we're basically in the top of the leaderboard and we're the underdog, and it's like one of those sort of Disney stories. Like if we win, it's like the underdogs, came up and rose above, and just play it cool, play my defense. It's our final, the grand finals today.
It's our anniversary.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. That's why we're going to dinner.
What? What are we doing? No, it's not our anniversary. Anniversary's on Tuesday.
No, it's today.
And just for context, real quick, Venus, he's playing a prank on her that he forgot his anniversary.
I see, I read it, but you see, I'm just like, man, you hear her voice already. I like fucking sadness just
Venus, as your friend, I'm stopping you from giving your assessment till later. Trust me.
Okay.
No. Well, I didn't get a calendar reminder, so. Oh, okay. Look, that's my bad. I accept defeat. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I've just been distracted with the fact that we have our final tonight all week. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to make it up to you another time. I'll just drop you home now, and if we'll just have to do it another night. I'm sorry. Like, that sucks. I mean, we've had how many anniversaries? It doesn't really matter. Like, we'll just have to pretend it's another day.
Are you kidding?
I'm sorry.
Are you actually kidding
I usually am on the ball with these things. It's just, I think this once is just sort of
Seriously, Simon, are you kidding me right now?
I mean, I wish I was, babe, but
really?
I'll make it up to you.
I can see your camera. I can see your camera right there. You think you're so slick? You think I can't see that? Oh, you know what? I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick and tired of your shit, okay? I'm calling an Uber. I need to get out of here, okay?
Okay, I'm joking. It's a joke. Yep.
I know you're joking.
Yeah,
you think I don't know that? I know that.
Beautiful.
No, I'm over you, okay?
I was joking.
Simon, you do this every time. You do this every time. You take something significant about our relationship and you have to ruin it.
I'm sorry.
My friends are right. Like, maybe I should actually be with Mark.
Huh? Wait, what? Babe, don't be silly. What are you
Get off! Well, you know, Mark actually
Who the fuck is
bought me
Mark?
flowers today for our anniversary. He remembers.
What the fuck
Yet
are you
when
talking
I text
about?
you,
Who's
you can't
Mark,
reply to
dude?
me all day long.
Okay, yep, funny. What are you saying, Kate?
I don't know, he's just like a million times the man you'll ever be.
I'm sorry, yep, catch me up. What are you saying?
He's this new guy at work, and he's so nice to me. He's so kind.
New guy at work?
He's so caring. He actually listens to me when I talk, and he remembers things.
What am I hearing
like
right now,
our
Kate?
anniversary.
No,
Yet
okay.
my own husband has to pretend that he doesn't remember it. I'm getting an Uber. I'm going to grab a few things, and then I'm staying somewhere else for a while, okay? I'm so over this.
No.
I thought that once we were engaged, once we were married, I thought you would grow up a bit and mature up and stop doing this crap to me, okay?
I'm sorry, babe. Can you just know?
I'm done.
Can you cancel the Uber, please? Oi, don't look at me like that. I am mature. I do care about you.
Hey, honey.
What?
Babe, hey, no.
What?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm joking. Okay, I just wanted to... Hey, no, hey, stop. Honey, come here. I'm so sorry. No, I love you. I'm sorry, okay? I was just joking. No! Hey, Simon, are you kidding me?
Hey.
Oh, did you play this to tell me I was right about what I said the other day? Why this shit is a bad idea to be doing to people? Because I could have sworn everybody was against me. Oh, you're boring. Oh, you can't have fun in a relationship. Why the fuck is it fun to emotionally disturb the person you claim you love? I do not understand how that's fun for you. Like, I don't get it.
You do know that's the same woman that paid off his house, right?
Jesus Christ.
You understand what? Like, it's the same woman that paid off the home. And when I was trying to tell you, Sharon, there are people this is their relationship. She know him, he know her. It is what it is. There are going to be situations where you're going to get tricked. And if you are a pranker, you got to deal with it. No, but do you see the dynamic there? He thought he was pranking her.
No, this is why it's bad either way. Like the emotional state that he's in now, you didn't have to be there. Stupid. The fuck?
True.
What are you doing?
Well, the thing is, this what I'm saying. The same woman that will pay off your home and tell you the most amazing in the world will play with your emotions for her prank. You see,
it's wrong either. I don't care who did it.
All I'm saying is, I don't know if a woman wants to pay off my home, and then she want to make a prank to try to mess with I'd be like, ooh, you got me real good. But I cannot have a hate to somebody that I care about that much. She has to have like the biggest like grace that exists, because I mean, paid off my damn home. Jesus Christ. Like most people ain't never gonna get a home. Most people ain't gonna never have enough money to put down on these homes. And she paid it all off. And she do these type of pranks. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's their dynamics, their relationship. We're quick to say, oh, everybody's marriage is their marriage. Everybody's marriage is different. Everybody's relationships is different. So when something like this is unique, this is the prank wars. People do pranks and stuff. This is new style relationship. Why are we so quick to object to it without having the same level of understanding that people would want for them? Like, that's the part I just don't understand. Now,
no, I don't.
I would be fine with being pranked. I'm fine with it.
That works for you. I was just giving my opinion. That I don't. People don't have foresight a lot of times, and it's gonna sound crazy because people just don't think things through. I'm telling you, when you do things like this, you are planting seeds in your partner's mind. It's a joke today. Too many of them jokes is gonna turn into the person thinking, "Do you really feel like this?" I don't know. You can create insecurities in people. I just don't think it's a smart thing to do. I don't.
Yeah, they saying you born in the chat, Venus.
I could be boring. That's fine.
They say you born, Venus.
I'll be boring. That's fine. But you ain't gonna have to worry about me emotionally disturbing you for my entertainment like a 5-year-old. That's what you ain't gonna have to worry about.
All right, so I got 2 videos, and then we're gonna get to the fun stuff, right? This is the same girl that I showed y'all the video the other day that tried to get through the tent, right? I want you to pay attention to this interaction, right? This is why it's so important that people understand.
I got you the meal.
Thank you. Chick-fil-A sauce. Thank you. Where's your sandwich?
I ain't going.
Why? You not hungry?
I'm hungry, but this is all I could afford.
What?
This is all I could afford, bro.
Why?
Because I'm running low on money.
You should have ate some at home.
Straight up. You're not going to offer to share or nothing?
Share what? My 1 chicken sandwich?
You greedy, bro.
What do you mean? Did you want some? I'm going to be hungry. If I share with you, then we both going to be hungry. You might as well just wait and eat something at home since you don't got the money.
So you only want to offer to pay for me to get something else?
Why would I pay for your food?
All right.
Who raised you?
Now, you notice that, right? Now, first of all, I want to say, I like that she gets happy when she gets food. Those are like happy moments. I've seen somebody I care about eating food and they just get jittery happy. I don't get like that for food, but I know it has that impact on people. Those are like the small moments that I enjoy. It's subtle, right? But I'll be like, yeah, I'm glad that they happy right now. And it may only be a 15-second spurt, but little moments like that is what I recognize. But if you realize she said, I ain't paying for your food, who raised you? And the reason why this is important is because when you have a pranks relationship, she know he trying to get her right now. You see what I'm saying? She know right now. I know you're trying to get me, and I ain't falling for it. And that's why I'm saying, that's right, JJ. Team Fatty is very happy when he gets food. So that's why I'm saying, like, you gotta that's their relationship. Like, everything ain't for us to always understand. But I was just trying to get them to say there are some pranks that's okay. I understand the emotions, but if they making money together, yes, your feelings was hurt. Dang, you really almost hurt me. Get over it. Because if you're gonna be married, I might got your feelings up and down. Some guy might cheat and we got to stay together. Some woman might cheat, they got to stay together. If me playing a prank on you, messing with your emotions, and we're doing this and we're making money, you just gonna have to let it go. That's just my opinion. Are there some things that's over the line? Absolutely, especially if there's some like real accidents or issues, sure. But if it's a good prank, it's a good prank. And if you can't get me, you can't get me. But I highlighted this video to show she know her man. You ain't getting me. Nice try, and I'm not paying for your meal, right? And the reason why that's important, because in this video, this happens.
Dine and dash prank on girlfriend.
Thank you.
Did you pay?
No, she ain't came yet. Oh my gosh, I forgot my wallet. No. I don't want you paying. Let's just go.
Now, the first thing he says, I forgot my wallet. She says, oh, I'll pay. This woman has no problem paying for her man, but the previous video, I'm not paying for your food. You see what I'm saying? Because she knew that was a prank. This one, she doesn't know. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
She don't know. And he already paid for the food and everything when she went to the bathroom. All right, paid for that. And now he's telling her like, oh, I forgot my wallet. But he already paid. So now she's like, what you mean? What we about to do? And she nervous too.
To the car. Let's dine and dash. It'll be fun. You're no fun, bro. You never do no fun stuff with me.
No fun.
I'm fun.
All right, then go. Come on.
He is out.
Go.
Go.
I'm about to drop you off at the front.
My heart is beating through my chest.
Was that fun?
Kind of.
Yeah, I paid the bill.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I was literally like thinking about how I'm gonna call up there and pay the bill.
I ain't gonna lie. She gotta be one of my favorite people on the internet. She almost got me. Now, it's just little stuff like that. I'm like, come on now. You telling me that prank?
Yeah, but those are fun pranks. The pranks that I have an issue with are the ones that like hurt people. Like that. I don't like that.
And that's all I was telling Sharon. That's all I was telling Sharon. I was like, bro, like it's a couple pranks that's cool, bro. Like there are some over the limit cool, but every prank I don't like pranks at all. I'm like, come on, relax. There gotta be little stuff that's cool. And I thought this one was a one to highlight. There are situations that happen where you can't argue. You see what I'm saying? Like you arguing with this is crazy. But hey, it is what it is. You New Yorkers are different.
Yes, we are.
Now let me ask you a question now, Venus. Let me ask you this. If let's just say you are already approved for PTO at your job, right? Let's say you work. Let's pick a company.
Tesla.
Let's say you work for Tesla and you're already approved for your vacation. Your manager approved your vacation, right? And you got vacation in 2 months, right? Now you're going to another country. You pay everything up front, and you go with a couple friends, right? But if you cancel, you still got to pay. You just lose all your money if you cancel. Now, unfortunately for you, a new manager has come in and relieved your old manager. And they said, well, all that PTO that y'all had approved before I got here, I'm going to need y'all to cancel that and reapply based upon my rules here. How would you feel about that?
You asking the wrong one. I'm an entrepreneur first. I'm going on my trip. Fuck y'all.
No, but listen. But you got a new manager.
And
look, things change when new managers come into town, right? Even though you set this up before I got here, things change.
Yeah.
Look, come on. You gonna go? You still gonna go on the trip?
Yeah, that's me though. But I mean, it would just depend on how bad I need the job or how valuable I felt. Like if I felt like I could get away with it, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just depends on your situation. I don't advise it. Like if you need your job, then probably you shouldn't do that.
No, okay. Do you think it's wrong of the new manager not to honor your previous confirmed PTO?
Absolutely.
I agree. I've went through these situations before. It's never been a problem for me because I tell them right now, I quit right now. And they be laughing, but they know I will. But I don't take PTO, so it's not a big thing. But other coworkers have experienced that, right? With new management, the way y'all do PTO is different now. First come, first serve, seniority, tenure, all that. So I thought it's interesting. I'm like, I think it's wrong. I think you're supposed to honor what the previous manager had, but after that point,
then do the new one. Yeah.
Exactly, right. That's how I kind of look at it. Right now, I was listening to this video, and I'm curious to get your thought process around. Not about her wig or nothing like that, because I don't know. It looked like one of those ladies. Not about her wig. Okay, don't judge her. Okay, this is no judgment zone.
I'm not judging the Black Queen.
Before we get there, I have to read the super chat because I don't want to go past. Okay. Tio says Google hired a couple from India and worked for 10 years, got laid off at the same time, had 90 days to find a new job in the same field or get sent back after building a life. People need to be humble. That's a fact. Because if you don't have no job, if you ain't employed in the U.S., they ship you back out of here. Damn, Tio. Dang, that's crazy.
For real?
Yeah, that stuff happened. Yeah, because I forget
if you're here on a work visa or just
I don't know what type of visa it is, but if you're here on a certain type of employment, if you don't have a job, you got to go. That's why a lot of the people that's getting let off from tech and stuff like that, this is happening to them. This is really happening to them. It's kind of messed up.
It's hard out here for everybody. Well, I don't say everybody, but a lot of people right now.
If you come
in different ways.
No, if you come to the U.S., that's what you got to deal with. But I want you to listen to this story, and I want your honest thoughts. Don't hold back. I want that truth out of you because nobody tells the truth better than you. Okay, you prepared? You ready? We're not gonna compliment her outfit. She in the black and white.
I recently made the decision to end my relationship with my boyfriend. The reason behind our breakup stems from his decision to go on a ski holiday with his female friends just days before Valentine's Day.
What's going on?
While he claims that the trip was planned before we met, fair enough, but his other friend is going on the trip with his girlfriend.
Hey!
So that means my boyfriend will probably spend more time with his female friend.
Yeah.
I understand that their relationship could be purely platonic, but the uncertainty surrounding their dynamic has caused me considerable distress. Because these days, you never know, he could be sleeping with his female friends.
Hey!
What truly saddened me was the fact that my boyfriend did not take any steps to reassure me or address my concerns. Instead, he responded to my request for him not to go by asking if I would reimburse him if he cancelled.
Do you think it's fair to ask for reimbursement if she want him to cancel his trip?
No.
So what do you think he should do in this situation?
Invite her along so she could come. So that way he don't have to lose his money. Maybe she could just grab a ticket and come and then she don't have to worry.
Now, I'm guessing she don't want to go. In my opinion, it don't sound like she said I wanted to go, but he said I couldn't. So can we? It seems like that's not an option she wanted. She just don't want him to go because she wants to probably spend time with him on the Valentine's. I don't know, something like that.
He shouldn't go.
You think he shouldn't go and just lose the money?
Yeah. Or try to sell the ticket to somebody else.
Wait, you think he shouldn't go on a trip that he already planned, paid for before he met you, and he's about to go? You don't want him to go because you think he's going to be spending time with female friends that he may or may not be platonic with. You don't know. You think he should lose all his money from the trip because you are insecure about him going on a trip.
I don't know. I feel like I understand either way. Like if he doesn't want to lose his money because he already had this planned, I get it. But as the woman, I get yo, you're about to be isolated with some random woman on Valentine's Day. This looks fishy. So, I mean, I don't know.
It's not a random woman. It's multiple people in his homeboy, and his homeboy bringing his girl, etc. It's not just two girls that he's going with. He's going with a bunch of people. It's not just two girls, 2 or 3 girls. It's more. It's girls there, but his homies is there too, and they bring their girl, etc. But she don't want him to go, and he's like, dang, if you don't want me to go, is you gonna reimburse me for this or what? You don't think? I think if it was a man and a woman booked a trip with her male friends before, and he said, "Nah, you're not going," and she like, "I'm gonna just lose my $4,000 to throw an arbitrary number out there like that," women will be saying that he need to pay if he don't want you to go. Let's be honest. Women will be saying that he need to pay if he don't want you to go. There's no way you just gonna throw your money away because he want to be insecure. Don't you agree that that's what will happen?
Probably. That's what I'm saying. It's hard. I understand both sides. Like,
oh yeah.
But I'm just being honest. I'm not paying. I'm not giving you money for a trip that you're not going on anymore because no. So if you're gonna go, you're gonna have to just go and deal with the fact that you're probably not gonna have a girlfriend, but go.
Why would he not have a girlfriend?
Because when you do stuff like that, that relationship gonna end already. If it's like, because it seems new, right? It's like, this was planned before I got here, right? Mm-hmm. So you're already starting the relationship with like planting seeds of doubt. It's Valentine's Day. You're going away. You don't care about the fact that I don't want you to go. So it already is starting off where it's just, I can see like a trickle. It usually never gets better. When you deal with bullshit in the beginning of a relationship with somebody, it usually doesn't improve. It starts to like just devolve.
I don't see the BS in it though. He booked it before you guys got together. Well, how is he like? He can't cancel it or he gonna lose a bunch of money. He can't. You don't want to go. You don't know these people. I just listen. Women don't like losing money. Women don't like spending money on no grown man. The fact that the alternative is either look, you can't go or you don't have no girlfriend is interesting to me because I'm gonna tell you this: it sounds controlling, and it seems like it derives from some level of insecurity. You don't agree?
Yeah, for sure. I just think it would depend on the relationship you have with the person. Like usually I trust people until there's actually a reason not to. But that's the problem if it's brand new like that, right? Because based on the details, we can tell it's kind of new. That's why it's even worse. It's not enough trust established yet for her to know what to do with that. Like,
I think it's messed up. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's messed up that you don't want him to go or he has to lose money to stay with you. Is wild crazy to me.
Nah, but me, like in real life, you know what I would do? I would let him go.
I think you'd be like, yeah, if he do something crazy, he gonna get in trouble. If not, then I probably need to stop overreacting. I think that's how you probably a little more logical about it sometimes. But if you was gonna break up with him anyway, then what's the point of not letting them go and seeing how he, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you want to? I don't know.
Like honestly, in real life, if this happened, I wouldn't. I don't know. The begin, like he could go, fine, go. Like I wouldn't really be pressed.
I don't know. That's
not because I'm a watcher. Like I just allow people to make their decisions, and I just watch how they move over the course of time, and then I could kind of figure out, like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. But I let people do what they want to do.
Well, speaking in the beginning of a relationship, that's actually a good point. Like, kind of leads to this actual question. What are your thoughts about this?
So I got a question. When you first start talking to somebody, like, let's say the first 2 weeks to 30 days, do you expect to speak to this person every single day? Let me know. I want to know.
What are your thoughts, Venus?
I was just talking to my friend about this yesterday.
Funny. It's funny how this works out, huh?
Do I expect to? No.
I don't know. Go expand on that because that sounded a little. You don't expect to?
No. The problem is people get used to patterns, right? So like if a person gets used to every morning they get a phone call from you or whatever, every lunchtime you text or whatever, you call before the end of the day, and then you drastically just don't, it is gonna like raise a concern. But personally, do I expect to speak to you every day if I just met you? No, I don't. She said 2 weeks to 30 days. That's not really like somebody, you're still figuring it out. So nah, you don't have to call you every day.
I think you in there like, hey, we get into a relationship or just right before that move. Is your expect to be talking all the time? I think I seen one girl in the chat. She said, expected? I expect for a man to pay for the food on the first day. I expect my tires not to get blown out. I expect a lot of things, but what I want is to talk every single day. I'm like, that's crazy. That is crazy. I can't try.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna act like it wouldn't. I would definitely think about it, but it wouldn't be something to get mad about. Like, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't make that a big deal. I would not make that a big deal. I saw Keisha in the chat talking about no man I'm with can have female friends. That's crazy. That's crazy, especially for how. I mean, didn't y'all see that short? Ham put me in the short. Shout out to Ham. Had me in the short, man. I'm trying to tell you, didn't y'all see that short when we talk about the value of women and how men, there's much more value to women and women should be advocating men to have female friends? It's interesting that y'all don't. That's all I'm saying. Go back and watch that short. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all should be advocating for us to have female friends for how much value that women bring. Okay.
I don't really care about it. Like I said, I don't have, if I don't have any reason to not trust a person, then I usually don't think that way. Like something has to happen for me to start looking at them sideways. But if I've met you and you have female friends, I'm realistic. What do I expect you to just no more friends because I'm here? Nah.
It depends on how crazy the person is. Now, let's have this thought, right? I can't stand women with dogs. Okay, I think you know that about me, right?
I did not
can't
know.
Stand women with dogs. You know I can't stand it, right? Now, this part always gets me. The breakup, right? Listen to this.
I actually really hate when people share pets after they break up.
Oh, we could talk about this forever.
You need a contingency plan, or don't get a pet with someone that you're dating.
Do you hear that? Listen to this. What do you think about that? Like, if we can't sharing pets, breaking up pets. It's 50% at your time, 50% at my house. Like, pet breakups is what she's discussing. I want to let you listen to her whole full thought process, but I just thought this is crazy.
Get your dog, and it's your dog. But I hate when people are like, yeah, we still share custody of a dog after dating for a year. Okay, so the dog is now older than your relationship was, and you're sharing this dog.
I have such
no
strong
one
opinions.
wants to fucking deal with that.
No, and also there are a million other dogs in the world.
So many
rescue
dogs
another
that need
dog
homes.
that need homes. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually really.
So my question is, what do you feel about dog breakups? And how do you think that should play out?
I try to be objective because I'm not a pet person. I don't get the whole attachment to animal thing in that way. So I don't know. For me, it just, if whoever dog it was should keep it. That's what I think. I'm not gonna if you made a decision, Aaron, to get the hell away from me, or I made a decision to get the hell away from you, I'm not about to keep having to deal with you because of a pet. That's stupid to me.
Okay. Now, in a general sense, me and you agree with this. I'm not into pets like that. I kind of did a little show about dogs and cats and why I favorite dogs a little bit more because the value I see that they bring. But You telling me that if we get in a relationship, we buy a dog together, right?
I'm keeping it, period. It's mine.
You keeping a dog?
Yeah.
Okay. So, see, this is the problem that I have. Women don't take care of their dogs completely by themselves. They ask you, hey, can you walk the dog? Hey, can you do this? Can you do this? They always ask for help with their dog. If you never ask for no help at all,
but you broke my heart, and now I need what do they call it? Emotional support dog. So I need to keep the dog because you left me, Aaron, and I'm sad. So
I get
leave
that.
me with
But
the dog.
what if we come into the relationship? Let's just say we're together 5 years, right? And I come in with a dog. You fall in love with the dog. You love that dog. Oh my God. Like you hanging out all the time, but you know it's my dog coming in. You think that you don't get to see the dog no more?
We could just do the test. You go stand on one side, I go stand on the other side. We're gonna call the dog at the same time. Whoever he comes to, that's who he likes more. And that's like the kid choosing custody of the parent he wants to live with. So if the dog comes to me, he wants to stay here.
No. See, all right, no, we're gonna turn this up. I was agreeing with you, right? At first, I'm looking at this, I'm like, dog breaks up. This is stupid.
Nah, you just made me think about it. I probably would be possessive. Like, nah, that's my dog.
But see,
we're not sharing custody. Like, it's mine. Give me my dog.
But that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't care. But then I said, dang. Then I started thinking about, what if me and you buy a dog together and we train the dog? Most of me training because women are not good at training dogs, right? So we train like the dog. We've been together 7, 8 years, whatever. We break up. You like, all right, we should. I get the dog on Monday, Tuesday, right? Or really, somebody gonna have more ownership of the dog. I'll be like, you just keep the dog until I saw this video. Now,
that's what I'm saying. You think you about to take him?
No, it's up. Me and you fighting over this dog.
Yeah, you're not taking him.
Yeah, listen.
He got his t-shirt and everything. Nah, I probably bought that, put that on him.
That ain't your dog no more. It's my dog. It's my dog. Like, no, it's mine. We ain't sharing nothing. Listen, I'll be hanging out, right? I'll be like, yo, I bet you $10 my dog can knock that can down and ain't gotta touch it, right? And then you wake him up. I bet you $100 he could do it. And I'm gonna put it on the far end of the table, right? Woo-hoo-hoo. This dog would make me so much money. Me and Venus fighting. We going to court. We're like, we really gonna be beefing.
We that fighting over that dog.
Like, we really gonna be beefing about this.
I gotta eat my words. I do understand. I would be fighting, like, you know.
Yeah. We once I saw it, because at first I was like, I don't give a damn. You keep that dog. But if my dog can do this, me and Venus is definitely fighting. It's gonna be a fight. I ain't letting this go. Absolutely not.
I would kidnap the dog. And he would come with me because he knows me.
Mm-hmm. Telling you right now, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up. Every time I fly to New York, it's going down. Now, this is my question, right? Because Venus, you petty. You are a petty person, okay? You shouldn't be petty, but
I'm really not, for real.
You petty for this. You petty for this scenario, okay? You petty. I'm not petty, but I probably should be. But you tell me what level of petty is this, okay? You tell me what level.
The highway. I did one little tube. Within 3 minutes, I knew someone gave me fentanyl. So I'm like, let me get off the freeway. I hit the back of a semi truck. I wake up 36 hours later. The first thing that pops into my mind is, where's my phone? Because I had a fresh pic, a newly fresh pic in there.
That's some crazy shit. Hold on. Somebody gave you fentanyl. You thinking about your phone?
Yes, because I knew what the fuck was in it.
I know you was mad as hell in that coma. Like, I can't wait to.
My husband's sitting there in a chair. This looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. Keep talking about something. So you know we're gonna need to talk about what I saw on your phone, right?
That's crazy. Did he even ask how you were doing?
So as soon as they took the tube out of my throat, right? This is what I sound like. Like this. It's like I'm talking from the smoker's room. So he's trying to talk to me. My blood pressure going up. The machine's going off. Nurses have to run in the room. So then he finally stopped. So they had to give me surgery to put my arm back in the socket. Why did this nigga cancel my health insurance?
I ain't gonna lie. This whole thing your fault.
Period.
It is. But I can accept that. On a high.
So what you calling for?
I'm just wondering, how petty is that?
Nah, he did right.
Wait, you think he in the right?
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I wouldn't do that.
I would. I ain't gonna lie. Then maybe I am petty. You think I'm about to fund you, and you cheating on me? Oh, you got like fucked up. You about to learn today.
That's foul. I'm
yeah,
not.
it's also foul to be doing drugs and cheating on me. The hell?
Yeah, but nah. I don't know. I don't know if I cancel you while your body is compromised, while you're having a health problem. I'm not that type of person.
You a nice person, Aaron. I'm not, but I've been praying about it. I'm trying to become a better person. No, I really mean that, because no, I really would have canceled that shit for real.
Damn, that's crazy. And I know I hear it in your voice. You mad as hell. Like if that happened to you, oh
what?
Yeah, I hear it in your voice. Dang.
People have to understand that there are consequences. Like I really don't like that people feel like they could go through life just treating people horribly and expecting them to still show up for you. It don't work like that. It just don't work like that. Nah, you got to understand there are consequences behind your actions. Treat people right, especially people who are funding your freaking medical care. And you the first thing you woke up and thought about, not where's my husband, but where's the dick pic? Girl, fuck you.
Yeah, that sounds. Man, yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I be trying to think about it logically. I'm like, man, but she knew she was gonna get caught. She knew she was gonna get caught.
Right. Get caught for what though? You shouldn't be doing things to me to get caught. Like,
I'm kind of torn. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of torn.
No, I think you have a good heart and you should stay that way. I'm working on it, but I'm just saying, like, I think that's why people feel so reckless with other people, because they know like they could just do anything to you and you're gonna still nah.
Hey, B Love. I do agree. I have a stronger accepting of human beings. I expect women to, like getting I don't want it. Let me just make sure. I don't want stuff to happen. I don't want people to do grimy stuff. I don't want people to do these things to me. But I do have an understanding that people are going to be humans.
Yeah.
So I have a baseline understanding. But I know you. Boy, you will be steaming. Ooh, you gonna do me like cut that insurance off right now? Oh yeah, you'll be going off.
I've done something similar.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm working on myself, okay?
Look,
can I say something to JJ Carver? He said Venus sounds so mean. I'm really not mean. I just don't like no, I'm not. I'm really not. Like I'm the most
if
generous.
Venus like you, she like you. If she don't, she don't. She's just that type of person. That's how her personality is. Either I like you and we good out with the people I like. If I don't like you, I don't like you. She don't play the middle.
But no, I'm not mean. I don't think like I'm really the most generous person. Like people I care about, I'll do whatever I can for them. But that's why stuff like that makes me so mad, because I know if you're in my life, I treat you that way, and then that's how you repay me. That just infuriates me. And it's like I feel like, okay, so you don't deserve me and what I can do for you. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this insurance off.
That's messed up. You can wait till they get healthy first. I'm serious. I'm waiting till people get healthy first. I'm not cutting no insurance off while you in the hospital and your health is compromised. Absolutely not.
They're not gonna kick you out.
I don't know what they'd do.
No, they're not gonna kick you out. They'll just bill you, so you could pay for that. Yeah, you pay for that.
Yeah, well, okay. I feel a little bit better. It's like I feel a little bit better if that's the outcome. I feel a little bit better now. I'm gonna take you on the road to yo, Venus. First, we're gonna go here because you're a business owner, and I want you to tell me about this right here, okay? Not judging her tattoo on her neck. Just listen to the words she says, okay? We're not judging tattoos.
How you gonna come ask me? I make the same thing. I don't work here. I own this business, and I make the same thing. But you can go down, but it's still it's skincare. It's kind of rude, but it's okay. You go down here and make it right. Yeah, all right.
She is being asked for directions to a competitor business. How do you feel about how she handled this interaction?
First of all, I don't like people talking with their mouth full. I hate. Oh, that's so disgusting to me. I'm sorry, but anyway, I would have been too distracted looking at the food in her mouth. I can't stand it. But no, I wouldn't have handled it that way.
She's a business owner. She's like a lot of people don't understand that, like, why these businesses don't do well, why people don't shop with certain people. You telling me that's not the way to handle it?
No.
No.
What I would have tried to do was convert them to me.
Wait, you mean to ask why you?
I'm like, oh, what do you? You mind if I ask? What are you looking? What are you going over there for? Oh, I just need some vitamin C exfoliator. I got some hyperpigmentation. You do? Oh, I offer that too. You want to take a look at mine? And even if they said no, I would send them away with a sample, right? So that they could compare. And then maybe next time they'll see my product is better and come back. But no, I wouldn't have handled it like that.
You wouldn't have said it's rude to ask for directions to a competitor?
No. Even if I felt like that, it would be. It's no point to say that. Like, my job is try to get your money. So that's why I'm like, I'm going to ask you questions and figure out if I can meet your need. And then if I have a product that can, I want to tell you about it and I want to get it in your hand. Like, that's how my mind works.
I was thinking the same thing. The first thing I was thinking, like, oh, what do I got to do to make you a customer of my business? I want to help you out. What would I got to do? Like, I would be thinking the same as you, converting, right? Not eating a banana, smacking in front of the customer, talking about it's rude to ask for competitors while eating in front of your customers is not rude, I guess.
Attitude, you missing out.
Wait. She got a stink attitude?
Yeah, because listen, even if they didn't shop with you today, that impression that you left on them, they won't forget that, like, that whole encounter. Because this is a stranger. They don't know you own this business. They have no way to know that. So you really getting out of your body for a stranger just asking for directions.
Yeah, and then like I think she kind of trying to stunt. I own this business. Like, I kind of didn't like it's cool, but I don't know if that was necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm an entrepreneur for real. So no, it's not necessary. What's necessary is to stay on task, and the task is to get money. So again, I'd have been trying to figure out how to convert you. First thing in my head.
That part bothered me. Now this video here is going to be a little different, Venus. So I like take us on a trip around the world. I'm not asking you to look at the cross around her neck or the red that she's wearing or the white. I want you to listen to her experience.
My father, he is a very yellow man. He's light skinned, and a lot of his children, there's like four of us are dark skinned, my complexion, and then four of them are light skinned, like his complexion. And so the first one that I heard that there was doubt about was my little sister. She's the same complexion as me. I was about 11 when I heard my grandma saying, "That's not my grandbaby. She don't look like me. She too dark skinned." I felt like if I was maybe hot yellow or his complexion, I probably would be more accepted.
Come on, Black folks, we gotta do better than that with this. It's a narrative I'm just so tired of. Right?
Absolutely.
Do we have what the father said in response or no?
He doesn't have a response.
Oh, he didn't deny it though.
He listened to her. It's her experience. She's just talking about her experience.
You have a question or what do you think?
When the grandmother says that's not my no, you don't think the grandmother has a right to say that?
Wait, what did the grandmother say exactly? That's not my baby. She don't look like me.
Yeah, I forgot. Let me play it again so I can hear it.
My father, he is a very yellow man. He's light skinned, and a lot of his children.
I ain't never heard yellow for a light skinned guy that's black. Though. I ain't never heard that. That's new.
There's like four of us are dark skinned, my complexion, and then four of them are light skinned, like his complexion. And so the first one that I heard that there was doubt about was my little sister. She's the same complexion as me. I was about 11 when I heard my grandma saying that's not my grandbaby. You know, she don't look like me. She too dark skinned. I felt like if
yeah, her grandmother said that's not. Don't look like me. She's too dark skinned.
Oh, that's grandma's fault.
Oh yeah,
the whole thing.
Yeah, grandma said
Even
that.
if he's treating his daughter away, he was raised by that same colorist woman, who probably not probably if she's speaking like that about his kids, I can't imagine what he grew up hearing.
The first thing that makes me think is I don't know why they just don't have mandatory testing. You ain't gotta assume, you ain't gotta look at features. You know for a fact. She's saying that if I was a little bit lighter, then I would be more accepted.
And notice what she said. The first one I heard about. She said the first one, meaning this color thing has been an issue in this family.
Yeah, that means her dad gets around. He's a Rolling Stone, and they know that he be messing with a bunch of chicks, and a lot of women be claiming that he the poppy, and they like, nah, there's a couple ladies that lie. You know, we plan out the story, but this has happened too much. Like, a couple women that lie, and that's their response because that's normal when you don't have science on something. You start to allow your mind to argue about things that we know could happen. Like you could have a light-skinned child and be two dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We understand the science of it, right? But when something's not factually known, you get to make your own feeling about what you think something is. And I think that's
true. And the issue for me is like the fact that the kids were able to hear it though. Even if that was a thought and that was a conversation you wanted to have with your son, like, you know, I don't know, you need to look, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you see, like, she's a grown woman, but that never leaves kids. Like, they give people whole complexes. That's why she feels like I'm not accepted because of my complexion, because of what she heard as an 11-year-old. Like, they be out here fucking people up from childhood, giving them whole complexes. And yeah, that's just not okay.
I agree. I think it's kind of messed up in a general sense, but I think when you don't have the science on something, this is what comes with it. I think if you don't have the science, this is what comes with it. So I think we hear more and more situations where it's like we got to get the science on stuff now. And I think that it will solve a lot more of these issues and all these assumptions that we have to go through. Because when we get the facts of what's the facts, when we get the facts of things, I think we operate differently. Still, we know we black people, so we're gonna still say things because that's just what black people do. And they're gonna have these things, but I think when they like know for a fact, it changes everybody's emotions and mind. Like ain't nothing to argue about, ain't nothing to complain. The truth is the truth, like it or not. And so I think that eliminates situations like that. I want to know what you think about this lady here. Okay. I want to know what you think about this lady here, Venus.
Am I the asshole for wanting to live in my boyfriend's house rent free? My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. I graduated from college recently and got a job, and my boyfriend and I decided it was time to move in together. I currently live with my parents. After we discussed this, my boyfriend informed me that I had to pay rent to live in his place. His house was a gift from his mother on his 18th birthday, so his only expenses are related to bills. I refused to pay rent. Since the place is not rented or anything, I'd like to contribute with half of the bills, house insurance, or other expenses related to the house, but not rent. I suggested that he could rent the extra room if he wants to have extra cash, but personally, I would not be paying. My boyfriend thinks it's unreasonable for me to be living in someone's house rent free and doesn't want to rent the extra room due to privacy. Am I the
What are your thoughts, Miss Venus? I'm interested.
What would be the difference? Like if she's willing to split all of the expenses, it sounds like he kind of doing the same thing, right? Like maybe just putting one number on it, like, yeah, just give me such and such per month. Like what if you're willing to pay split the bills, what would be the difference? I don't really see the issue. Unless it was like some astronomical number that was like vastly different than the utilities. I don't know. I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest. Cause just like when people have a house too, other issues come with it. Like sometimes they gotta get the lawn mowed, or I don't know, like other repairs, like other things come with owning property sometimes. So I don't know. I don't really have a problem with that. Like if it was a decent number, because the reality is, wherever she lives, she might have to. You gonna have to pay rent somewhere. So like, yeah, I don't really have an issue.
So the question is, would you pay rent?
Yeah, if it wasn't like a crazy number, yeah. Like okay, because if she's willing to pay split the utility bills, and let's just say that might have come up to like 600 a month, and if he's asking for anything above 6, I might be like, okay, that's a lot. But yeah, like I'll pay rent.
Interesting. This is interesting because there is no mortgage, there is no rent. Like he's not paying anything. But I don't know if I've ever heard a woman acknowledge that they had paid the rent. That's interesting.
Yeah, like the number would have. That's what I'm saying. The number would have to make sense. Like if you're gonna.
So like okay. So what happens?
Will we have to pay like I don't know, how do property taxes work? Is that like a once a year thing?
Yeah, yeah, it's mostly once a year thing. There's sometimes people have it set up differently, but in most cases once a year. So the thought process is the market for rent is, I don't know, and for a bedroom, 1 bedroom, whatever the case is $1,500. So he would just charge you the market rent and you'd be fine with that.
No, I'm not paying market rent.
You're not paying market rent?
Hell no.
Why not?
What am I living with you for? If I'm paying market rent, then I could go on the market and get my own place to rent.
Okay. So if market rent is $1,600, you basically saying I do it for 12.
No, he gotta make it lower. Do it for half. Do it for like 7.
So you want half off market rent. Why should you get half off though?
Because if we lived in a market, we would be splitting the rent anyway. Right? I would still be paying half of 1,500 anyway if we lived in somebody else's property. So it's kind of the same thing. So if the market would be 15, then yeah, I'll give you 7.
Okay.
Especially since you don't really gotta pay no rent. This could probably cover all your utilities. So like, nah, you get 7.
I actually can't argue with that. Actually, I actually think that's a reasonable statement. If the market is this, I'm paying half because we was living together, you would get half. I actually agree with that.
Yeah, it's a win-win. You get something. You don't gotta invade your privacy because he said he didn't want to rent to strangers. And you really don't pay mortgage. So yeah, I think the 7 is like very generous.
I actually agree with that. Look, that's a good point. Half is half because we was living on market. Give me half. Yep. I'm actually you sold me on that. That logic there is very reasonable.
You talking to a businesswoman, okay?
Yeah, if I'm not gonna get half, then I might as well get my own spot then. Yep.
That's the facts. Like if I'm gonna pay market rent, then I could go on the market.
Yep,
What I need you for?
Yep. Also, so then you agree she's wrong for not wanting to pay no rent.
I don't think she is thinking about it the way I am, because she said I'm willing to split the utility. So in my mind, I think that's what he's like accounting for.
So this in my mind, and the truth is he not paying nothing, so she mad she gotta pay something. Let's just be honest.
Well, he has to pay the utilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll be easy to pay my utilities out your rent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fry. I wouldn't like that though. Like if the expenses are utilities, then why can't I just split utilities with you?
Because most people pay for somewhere that they live. I'm not gonna make you pay market. I'm gonna give you half off the market. And you want to live with me.
Yeah, but then why do I gotta pay to live? It just feels like, why are you trying to make a profit off of your girlfriend? I don't like it.
So you'd rather give the money to somebody else to live somewhere else, but you still got to get the
I
money.
told you I would have just negotiated, like, I'll give you half of whatever the market is. You take it or leave it. I'm not doing more than that. But yeah, I would be kind of side eyeing him, like, damn, he really treating me like a stranger who's trying to rent from him off the street.
Y'all don't realize y'all want like a girlfriend discount. Y'all
You're
don't
damn
realize.
right.
But okay, let me
if the situation was reversed, it would be the same thing. If I had a house and my man's gonna move in, I'm gonna tell him, yo, all we have to do is take care of these utilities. I'm not gonna like, well, you know what, you gotta pay me rent. Like, no.
Here's the problem. Boyfriend and girlfriend, do you owe somebody? Y'all not married yet. Y'all done an argument. Y'all ain't married, so it don't count, right? You can't have me strong on one side about they ain't even married yet, and then have these conversations and act like boyfriend, girlfriend mean. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't get no discount for being girlfriend, only for the wife. You see what I'm saying? You see the arguments there?
As a woman, hell no.
Dang. Tell us how that works, Venus. As a woman, heck no. How does that work?
I can't say because I'm gonna get judged, but I just listen.
They're not gonna judge you.
Nah. I'm sorry, no.
Dang, so you wouldn't want to pay. Dang, that's crazy.
I would pay I would pay the half. Like, that would be my offer. If he didn't take it, then it's like, all right, well. But I still would be looking at him sideways. Like, that would change how I felt about him a little bit. It would.
Okay, so let's just say this, right? Let's say you have a brother. No, let's say you have a twin sister, right? And y'all want to start this business, right? And she's slacking off a little bit, and you like, man, to start this business, we have to buy a building, right? We have to buy a building to get this business. Let's just say a small salon, right? And you keep saying like, hey, come on now, like, look, we need to get this salon. And you stacking your bread up, and she playing. I'm going out partying every other weekend, and she blowing her money, right? But you like, she really good at what she do, so we want to get the salon together. You buy the property outright. You saved up 50 racks. It's a small little spot, just how you want it. Just an arbitrary number, right? And you buy it outright, right? So you own it. And she tell you, okay, so I just want to be clear. I get 50% ownership of this. Would you give your sister 50% ownership, even though you paid for it all?
Hell no.
But that's your sister.
And
she's going to be in the building helping you make money and all this stuff too.
yeah, she can be an employee. She's not owning anything because she doesn't own it. Nah.
Wow. Dang.
You said I paid for everything by myself, right?
Yeah, you paying for it. You paying like
I'm not just making you an owner. No.
Dang. I thought for your sister you probably do it. Okay.
Hell no. It's not good business.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's listen to what the black man has to say.
Am I the asshole for only putting my name on the deed when I buy a house? I have been with my partner for over 3 years, and we've said in the next 5 years it would be nice if we had enough for a deposit for a house. Last month, I won a pretty substantial amount of money, which will allow me to pay a large down payment on the house and get a mortgage. I was talking about this with my partner and mentioned to her that since I would be the one paying the down payment and the deposit, that I would only be putting my name as a homeowner.
You agree?
I didn't hear the first part that they had a plan at first, but then he wants some money. Is that what he said?
Yeah, let me play it again. Hold on.
Am I the asshole for only putting my name on the deed when I buy a house? I have been with my partner for over 3 years, and we've said in the next 5 years it would be nice if we had enough for a deposit for a house. Last month, I won a pretty substantial amount of money, which will allow me to pay a large down payment on the house and get a mortgage. I was talking about this with my partner and mentioned to her that since I would be the one paying the down payment and the deposit, that I would only be putting my name as a homeowner. I said I don't expect her to pay towards the mortgage. I'd only expect her to contribute towards utilities. She said I was being unfair since we were planning to buy a house together. I said that if she wants to wait until we both have the money, then that's fine. She said since I have the money now, it makes sense for us to get a house now, since it would mean we're not paying rent anymore. I just repeated that if that happens, then I will be the sole homeowner. She again said I was being unfair since it should be both of us, but I just pointed out that I'm the one paying the deposit and down payment, so I'm going to be the one who owns the house. She just repeated that I was being unfair towards her and that we should both be on the deeds as homeowners. Am I the asshole for...
What are your thoughts?
I don't think he's wrong. Only because he offered to wait. Because my first thought was like, damn, if we had a plan and now you got money, you just throwing me out the plan. But he said, oh, we could wait. So he did give the option. And then she said, no, you have the money. It makes sense to just do it now, which I understand. Maybe market was right or whatever. But I don't think he's wrong. Because he said she wouldn't have to pay toward the mortgage either, though. So he's still acting like an owner too. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get this house and then like you have to split all of the bills with me. He just said he's taking on all most of the responsibility too. So I don't really see a problem with that.
So you'd be willing to do this if this was your man told you?
Listen, all I heard was rent free and pay utilities. Hell yeah, I'm in. I get it. She wants to have her name on something and own something. I understand that was the goal, but I probably would have just went with the good deal. No mortgage for me. Pay some utilities. All right, shit, I'm in.
I'm torn. I'm torn because I don't know what the counter argument would be, right? I'm trying to make one. Nah.
Only if he's her husband, I might feel differently, but they just keep saying partner. But I guess if he's her husband, would it matter? It wouldn't matter, right? You don't really have to have your name or anything to have claim to it, right? If you're married.
I can't speak to this one because I'm not 100% sure because he would be buying it prior to marriage, maybe. But let's just say if they are married and he buys it, it's not an inheritance, so it's not protected, and it's accumulated within the marriage. It would definitely be she would have rights to it. I don't know to what degree, what arguments. Some rights there would exist. I just don't know in totality, so I ain't gonna speak too heavily into it.
One counter could be, because I get the concern, like she wanted to own something that was their plan, but also it gives you a different level of security knowing that your name is on this thing, right? So now having to agree to this whole new scenario where you don't really have any legal rights and he really has the control to just basically kick you out at any time. That could be kind of scary. But then if you felt passionately about that, then when he offered you to wait, you should have just waited.
That's true. Do you think she didn't want to wait because she wanted him to spend his money on it and still get the benefits?
Yeah. Or she probably really had plans to just go half with the mortgage and but Because think about like if there's anything we wanted and we had to wait 5 years for it, whatever it was, and then an opportunity presents itself where we can now have it on year 3, I think most people would be like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So I don't think she was just trying to like, oh, I want to reap all the benefits. Maybe it just was like, okay, we can do it now. Let's do it now.
I don't know. I feel like she wanted him to cash out and she get paid for it. And shout out to my brother Peter, the investor in the building.
I think about plan B because in my mind, I would be thinking about all the money I could save in case he ever did play with me and try to put me out. Because now I don't pay any mortgage. I only got to pay utilities. So I'll be stacking my money just in case he ever got funny. I'm good. I got a safety net. Okay.
I think, yeah, no, I see. I don't necessarily have a problem with a woman having her own money or something, but I think it like the escape fund, kind of like what you're discussing. I don't think you can have that in a marriage though. I'm not mad if you have your like money and you like, we have our separate accounts, but your account specifically because we break up, I don't appreciate. I don't like that. If you just got money because you like, hey, circumstances may happen in life. And I got to make sure money is good. You might need some of this money, whatever the case is, fine. But money solely for you to escape, I think that's kind of weird.
I only said that because of the fear, and that she might not have it, but that would be my fear if we were going to have our name on something together. And now I'm in a position where I don't have any legal rights to this. Then yeah, I would have to be thinking about.
No, I get that, but like you just got to have your money in general though. Like no matter if the tornado hit the house and you can't afford the insurance, you see what I'm saying? So if the motive is just in case this don't work out with this man, I don't necessarily like that, especially if he's your husband. Now, if you date the guy,
but like this living situation, right? Because now I don't have rights here. So I just honestly, anything could happen, and I could get kicked out.
Well, you could pay. If you start paying, then you will have some rights.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can pay. Now, if he say I ain't gonna let you pay, that's different. Yeah. But if you're paying and you have records of it, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
In terms of kicking you out, but not in terms of you ever owning anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, there's tenancy rights that you're gonna have for paying. I don't know if it's going to get you some ownership, but I mean, lawyers can do an amazing things. It's just interesting the circumstance. Like me personally, I'm with you. I think you should have your own money. I don't like an escape fund from your man, but yeah, like I have money, and if bad times happen, you should be like, yo, we got some money to do this. Now, if your whole goal is like, I'm gonna keep this money no matter what he's going through, if he's suffering this and that, oh well, because I gotta have my escape fund from him. I think that's some foul way of living.
Oh hell no, because that money might, God forbid, something might happen with the house or anything. I got money.
Yeah, so like that's all I'm saying. But it's interesting, right? It's like, a man's never supposed to move into a woman's home, but hey, a woman move in, free rent, stack your bread. I agree with that. You should never be broke if you've been living and you ain't got to pay that. Pretty much the highest cost most of us typically have on a month-to-month base is probably overhead, right? So you should be balling.
I would have took that deal quick. Like, all right, shit, you ain't got to tell me twice.
Hey, look here, you ain't got to tell me twice either. Hey, a deal is a deal. Now, let's see if we can get into some interesting stuff here. Oh, here's a good video. I like this one.
I found out that my wife was cheating on me for the first 6 years of being together, but we've been together for 12 years total. She says I'm overreacting and throwing away 12 years, so I had to use my wife's old spare phone when mine broke, and I found some 6-year-old dirty texts from some guy we went to school with. I confronted her, and she said she slept with him one time about a year into our relationship. I pressed her, bluffed, saying I know there was more than that. So she slept with the guy a few times, which I can get over because we were young and just dating. But she stayed in contact with this guy, sending him nudes a few times a year for 6 years. We've been together 12. We have 2 small children and a high mortgage and really depend on each other.
What are your raw thoughts?
She's trash. But The last part, like really depend on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because first I want to be like, leave her, but yeah, he probably can't. So
do you want a man in a position to leave his woman? Just don't do it.
do I want a man in a position to leave?
Do you want?
I want everybody involved in a position to leave if they feel like they need to leave. Yeah. I don't like the idea of being stuck with someone not because you want to be there, but because you really don't have a choice.
No, I get it, and hence this is the dilemma we're in this situation in current society, right? It's like no relationships are lasting a lifetime and death no more. Like we almost know nobody from like our type of generation, not our grandparents, them outside of grandparents. We don't know nobody else that's gonna be dying together. We ain't seeing it. You see what I'm saying?
I know one. They're not our generation, but they're just a little bit older, like in the 40s.
I get it. And they just escaped this era that we in, right? You know what I mean? Like they just escaped what we be going through. And I'm saying, if we ain't forced to be together, if we don't have to be with each other, what we're proving when we don't have to do something, we don't value it. Every time you don't have to, it ain't a requirement, a must, the value for it dissipates every single time. We're proving this.
I don't know if it's every single time, because I think prior to knowing this, he genuinely wanted to be there. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't have wanted
most of our the marriages that we discussed, they needed each other. Every time my grandma had to stay. It ain't never my grandma had bread and she still stayed. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying you want each party to have the freedom to leave. I'm saying we've never been in that situation where both parties, grandpa might have had the money and she had to stay with him, or vice versa. Grandpa didn't have no job, he needed to stay. We ain't hearing a situation. Both of us really get money or whatever the case is, and we still stay together. You see what I'm saying? Most of the situation is when we don't need each other no more, they don't die together. I mean, died married. You see what I'm saying? Most people, oh, my husband, Pat, you ain't getting that. They broke up at the 21st year. You see what I'm saying? It's just not happening when you remove the need factor. It just seems that's the case. And the thing about this scenario is when people keep saying, look, it don't count unless y'all married. Y'all just dating. Y'all not married, right? Technically, nobody could come up here and say that he should leave her because she did this before they got married.
More about what's the point of staying with somebody that you can't trust?
Because she ain't doing it in y'all marriage.
I don't have no way to know that. I don't trust you now.
You can't say you don't trust me, and you can't say you have no way of knowing that, right? We married now. Unless you catch me doing something while we married, you can't hold nothing to go before that.
Well, the trust is broken.
So you talk about we built trust as boyfriend and girlfriend. What about the trust we built married?
It was all based on deceit.
No,
the first 6 years of this relationship, your character has shown you to be a deceitful person. So now that I know this about you, I can't trust you.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't deceitful. She didn't owe you nothing. We wasn't married yet. I'm giving you the realistic breakdown of when you hear boyfriend and girlfriend don't matter. If we ain't married, it don't count. I did all this before we got married. This is why he keeps saying we've been together for 12 years, but within the first 6 before we got married, this stuff was happening. You see what I'm saying? So
that sounds nice, but I'm just telling you how humans work. No, it don't matter. Listen, I found out about it today. This shit is fresh to me. You now look like a liar and a cheater. I don't trust you.
So, well, okay, but that you can't divorce somebody for what I didn't do within our marriage.
Well, I can't.
Listen, Venus, so you telling men never get married.
No, I'm not telling anybody to never
listen to what you saying, though. It's like, okay, if you can just divorce me and I made no mistakes in our marriage, the covenant within that, men will never get married if this is what's going down. So if a guy like, no, all that stuff was before we was married. Nothing happened while we was married. Nothing happened. I've been staying true to the commitment of our marriage.
Then why hide it?
What you mean? What you mean? Why hide it? They ain't got nothing to do. That stuff happened before we was married.
Yeah, but I was your girlfriend.
What is the value of that?
It led me here to your wife, so it has some value.
So what we're saying is boyfriend, girlfriend does matter. It ain't no forgetting. It ain't no saying boyfriend, girlfriend don't matter. It only count if you married. People need to stop.
I think they say that in terms of legal, right? That's the only time that really is a thing. Like it doesn't matter in terms of any legal rights. Somebody in the hospital, yeah, it's irrelevant. But outside of those, like legal entities, yeah, it matters.
So you kind of advocating for boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay.
I don't I understand, because I guess the legal and / religious reasons people say that. But people are people, man. People have feelings. People feel things. Like, nah, it's not that. Technically, you're my boyfriend, so it doesn't matter. Nah.
So technically, don't care. Okay. No, I'm just wondering, because people say before y'all married, that stuff don't count. Y'all not married. You're saying all of it count. Married, boyfriend and girlfriend, all of it matters, even prior to taking vows.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. I wonder what E-Man will say.
Because what's the point then? If that's the case, marry anybody. You marry the person based on what happened prior to marriage, right? Who they've been showing you who they are, how they treat you, how you whatever happened in that boyfriend girlfriend relationship, that all of that mattered so much, it made you want to marry a person. So it does, or made you not want to marry a person. So that phase does matter.
Dang, I don't know. I don't know it, because I'm torn, because I'm like, how you gonna hold somebody like you my girlfriend? You gotta stay with me forever. Like, where does the level of like commitment, where does it stop? You see, because I'm trying to figure out how I can hold you accountable for something if y'all not married, and it's to the same degree as if you were married.
Well, because some things are just wrong. It doesn't matter if we were married or not. There are certain things you can do that reveal things about your character and just who you are as a person. So married or not married, if you are the type of person who felt okay to do that to me for 6 years straight, nah, I don't trust you. I don't respect you anymore. That's a wrap.
So I think some people say, like, when you my husband, it's gonna be different. Like, when you my husband is different. So like when we was just dating, we never know what's gonna happen. But once I made the commitment to you, I've been like locked in this marriage, 100% faithful, 100% supportive of you. And I made sure that I stayed true to my vows. I don't want a divorce. How can you justify a divorce for something that happened prior to marriage?
Because currently I don't look at you the same. I don't trust you. I'm just telling you what happens in real time. When you found out somebody cheated on you, you do not view them the same. Like that shit changes instantly.
So single, so non-married people can cheat.
Yeah, for sure.
So interesting.
But it just depends. There's some people who could get over it and some people who can't. Just depends on the person.
No, listen, I just bounce these ideas off people to get like real different thought processes. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just boyfriend and girlfriend are just as important as husband and wife. If you really listen to the breakdown of the conversation, they sound just as important and value to a person the same exact way. That's what it sounds like. If you like, I don't hear a distinction with what you're saying. It sounds the same.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why you're saying that, but yeah, for me, it's not so much about the what stage we were in. For me, it's just more about the character of who you are and what you're capable of. And now, me knowing that about you, I don't know if I feel comfortable in this marriage, because I thought I married a person who wasn't even capable of doing that or would never do that. But now I'm learning today, you absolutely are a person who would do that. So what else would you do?
Dang. Hoo-wee.
That's what I'm saying earlier about the girl in the hospital. Like, why is it so hard to just treat people right or leave them alone? Like, why is that so difficult? Like, why are people so damn selfish? They want to have you and they want to be able to do everything in the world. Not it's just like leave people alone. Like, for real. It's that simple. Like, if you're not ready to be tied down, then don't tie yourself down. But people just be running through life, messing people up, hurting people, causing all types of unnecessary trauma. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not that difficult. Stop being selfish. If you're not ready for that, then don't commit to that.
I'm pretty torn on this. Dang. I thought you would make this a lot easier. You're actually making it harder. Very hard.
How so?
Because I'm trying to find like justifying leaving a marriage for something that happened prior to a marriage. Like I'm trying my best to make that make sense. Because we're telling people, hey, you made a commitment to marriage, you made a commitment to your vows, the things did that. And to make a decision based upon something that happened prior, I think it's hard for me to logically tie it. I get your process. If you're willing to do that, married or not, I just don't like people like that. It's just
period. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that.
You're not dealing with it though. I'm not doing it. I'm like, that's something that's old before we got married. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it gets dicey. It's like, so if you want to cheat, if you want to do something bad, just do it before you get married. It shouldn't be like you're not gonna come into situations not doing wrong, like not messing up. Like you probably cheated before. I've cheated, but when I get married, I can't do that no more. Are you sick? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either because I do understand your dilemma. Like, husband and wife is supposed to mean something, right? So it's supposed to mean like, yeah, you don't just leave. That's what that's supposed to mean. So I understand like why you're saying. I'm just telling you just how my mind works. I don't know how I will be able to look at that person. Like, I would never look at them the same. Even if you did stay, just know, like, yeah, that person will never look at you the same. They're not going to love you as much. Like, that's going, even if they stay, that's going to cause like a huge shift in how they view you, how they feel about you, all of that. Like, this is why people need God. I'm telling you, because they teach you like you're supposed to forgive others the way God forgives you. So I be trying to think about this all the time, like really trying to get that in my head because you should. But I'm just saying, most people, it's kind of hard. Like you can't, like, how do you just erase once you know that? It's like, man.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce that around. I have a few more things we can get into. Let me ask you this question. Let's say you're married and your husband loses his job. Now, well, let me set the premise. You met a man, you like him, you think he's a man of good character, and you tell him, hey, I want to marry a man that's a provider. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm attracted to you partly because I know you're a provider and you have other qualities that I like as well. But you being a provider is very attractive to me. You do agree that's okay for women to be attracted to, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you marry a guy, he's a provider. That's one of the things that you're most attracted to, right? And within your marriage, he loses his job, right?
Mm-hmm.
he tells you, look, I lost my job. Eventually I'll find another one, and I'll get another job. Do you think you have the right to feel like he needs to make that more urgent, or do you believe he should have a time period in which he can find another job? Or do you think you have the right to tell him, like, hey, look, your job is to provide. It's one of the things that attracted me to you, aside from your height and your good looks and you're funny and stuff. But that's something important to me. I need you to get on this, get the job hunting. I need you to get back to being a provider that I married. Do you think that's fair for her to say, or you think that's a little, she should be more patient and let him figure it out, like on his time frame? Or do you think she can be a little bit more like, no, hurry up?
How long is his time frame?
He's not necessarily like he was working for like 10 years. So now he's like, man, I'm kind of got a little bit of a break, but I'm not going to be able to provide like I was. But that was strenuous work. I'm going to get to it again. I know I need to get to it, but I'm not rushing to do it.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I'm trying to think in the mind of the person who said, like, you're supposed to provide, and he agreed to it, right? And that was the deal. So now he's not providing. But me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with it, especially if like you've been providing for 10 years straight. Like, yeah, I would want my man to have a break. Honestly, like, shit, yeah, have your break. As long as we could afford it, like, or we had a plan.
Here's the thing. He can afford a little bit, but not to the degree it was when he was the provider for you. It's not the same.
Yeah, I would want him to have a break, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, as long as we can figure it out.
Got you. How long of a break would you be okay with? 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years? Mind you, you're going to have to start supporting the family at some point.
That's what I'm saying. Depends on what we could afford.
So, okay. The thing is, you can go out and get a job at any time. You know what I mean? Like, anything could help. He's not the provider that you want, like you married at the time. He just like, I'm going to get there again. I just don't know, exactly when. I don't know.
So in my mind, I would say at least give him a break of 6 months, but at least by 6 months, I think you should be like actively trying to start looking.
6 months. I mean, a lot of people say a woman ain't going past a year, but 6 months, I can understand that. I don't know about it for me though. 6 months.
No, not enough.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn, right? So listen to this story.
My husband says he wants me to lose postpartum weight ASAP so I can go back to my original weight and be physically attractive to him. Is this a red flag? I am 8 months into my pregnancy and have gained 20 pounds. My husband made a comment that bothered me regarding weight loss. He advised I work on losing the postpartum weight as soon as I could so I could go back to the way I used to look before becoming pregnant. He commented I need to continue to put effort into my appearance by wearing nice clothes, have makeup on, and eat healthy diet. On top of bearing the responsibilities of being a new mom, I see this as personally insulting and unempathetic attitude as to what a supporting husband should be. I feel he is not cutting me slack and is not fully aware of the time frame it takes for a female body to recover after giving birth. My husband said
Do you think 6 months is adequate enough for her to get back in shape the way that he was experiencing, and she need to stay putting on her makeup and stay being attracted to him because that's what he married?
I want to say yes. 20 pounds. What is that? Like 5 pounds a month?
It ain't easy to lose no 20 pounds.
No, it's not. I know. Trust me. I don't know. I think that whole conversation is like, I don't like that. Because that happens a lot, actually. Like a lot of pregnant women, women who have children always talk about like how inconsiderate the men are and like just they don't have any empathy to what that woman and her body is going through. And the fact that like she's sacrificing her body literally to bring your child into the world, and the first thing you worried about is you need to hurry up and get that. She didn't even have the damn baby yet. He just seems like a shallow ass person from the beginning anyway, because like that's your number one concern, and I'm 8 months pregnant. Like I don't know. I don't like that. But I hear that a lot from women, just the shit that men be saying to them. When a lot of women already feel very insecure when they get like that big in the pregnancy already, she's not happy with herself. She does not need you making her feel worse. Like I don't know. That is just so trash.
So I don't necessarily think it's the only thing, but I think he's like, oh yeah, like I'm telling you, like my expectations. I don't think it's limited to just that, but he's like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you up front about it. Like, you know, I'm not saying it has to be in 2 weeks or 1 month, but you need to, you know, hey, maintain the attractiveness that I have for you. That's basically what he's saying. You think that's too honest?
Yes.
So how long do you think a man should wait for her to get back in shape?
A year. Maybe even longer.
Maybe even longer.
Cause she just had your baby. This ain't the same as like losing a job and just finding a job. Like, no, like I just think it's hard to put numbers on things that we can't quantify exactly. Like, you don't know how people's bodies react to things. I don't know. Then postpartum sometimes happens, and then a woman could be depressed, and then that could cause weight. Like, it's just a whole thing. I don't know.
Okay, but you won't be mad if he's not attractive to you at this time, right?
Be mad? That'll be hurtful to know. It's probably something you don't need to say.
You probably gonna feel it.
Well, yeah, then that's that.
You can't hide, you can't hide, like, no, like when you say, like, look, he probably gonna like, I gotta wait this out a year, but I ain't gonna be attracted. Okay, I'm just keeping myself, but I ain't feeling it right now. It is what it is. You can't fake the attraction, can you?
No.
So she got to be okay with him just not really feeling her like that for a year or so until she get back and get into that space, right?
Yeah, that's what comes with it. Yeah. I'm not saying you should treat her bad. You know what I'm saying? Or make it like overly obvious, but you ain't attracted to what you ain't attracted to.
No, I don't think you should treat her bad. I think if she's like tapping you, like, come on, and you like, nah, I'm just not. I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna just go to work. I'm just like get some extra hours at work. Like, that's more than fair, right? I can't say it out loud because you said don't say it, right?
Now, at some point, it could be a conversation, but I would have personally, like, if you made it clear in the beginning, like, you know, this is my standard, then she knows that already. She doesn't need you while she's pregnant, making her feel worse. Like, that just unnecessary, especially if she already knows this. Who is this person who said having a baby don't have shit to do with your duties as a wife? Isn't having a baby one of your duties as a wife?
No.
Yes, it is.
You can have a baby without being a wife. You can't say that.
So name me any duty that you can do without being a wife. Then that can apply to everything. Then
I never said that it couldn't. Well, I mean, not everything. There's legalities involved, but Yeah, like what the
When he
heck?
says duties as a wife, what's the difference then? If that's the case, if you can have a baby without being married, which you can, then these quote unquote duties can all be done out of marriage too. But for him to say has nothing to do with your duties as a wife to your husband, huh? What duty would that be? Stay 120 pounds at all times. That's a duty to your husband. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they talking about, Venus.
But it be shit like this. Having a baby has nothing to do. Like this the way they just dismiss the whole having a baby is how you get men who will talk to their pregnant wife the way that man did. They don't even, I don't know. They're just like not human. I don't understand these people.
Yeah, I understand. And Trish Man says hard to lose 20 pounds. The problem that I have is, especially if it's in your head. So the problem that I have is I think most men are actually quiet about it. Like they don't say nothing, and I don't think women prioritize it. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think women prioritize getting back in shape. I don't. Because they think they got forever to get back in shape. He's gonna love me any way I am. We only talk about the one side. Can we be honest that most women don't feel a priority to get back in shape? Can we be honest about that?
Yeah, but I was kind of looking at it like, I guess like the same leeway I was giving the husband, right? Like, oh, you need a break, take a break. In my mind, it would be like, yeah, the woman, she just went through a lot physically, first of all. I'm not gonna be on your ass as soon as you have this baby. You bet. Like that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, here's the alternative, Venus.
My wife is 30 years old and she's always worked out and been in shape. Lately, I feel like it's becoming excessive. Started off normal, but slowly became more and more frequent. She signed up for 2 classes on the weekend and started going to the gym every day, before work and again in the evening, every single day. She's 4 months pregnant right now, and I understand that it's safe for her to work out, but the intensity is not slowing down. Of course, she gets upset when I voice that I feel it's becoming an unhealthy obsession and that I miss spending time with her.
Now, do you think he has a right to complain about her being in the gym obsessively, even while she's pregnant? This is a different guy, but still the concept of women not being in shape. She going to the gym all the time, even with the baby. She's like, nah, I ain't trying to let lose my body. Do you think a guy should complain about it in the sense of like calling it obsessive?
Well, the gym can become an addiction, so she could be obsessed about it.
But
that is an addiction for some people, working out. Like,
yeah, true. I hear what you're saying. Like,
but I see, like, why I get it, but why can't you just go once a day? Why do you have to go twice? Like, could there be a compromise? I don't think you should complain, but like, could there be a compromise? Like, so he can spend some time and you can still feel like you met your fitness goal. But what that sounds like to me is fear. She does not want to be fat under any circumstances, right? So she's like making sure the whole pregnancy, she wants to be snatched like soon as possible. I understand why she's doing that. Maybe a compromise though. Like
maybe she obsessive with going to the gym. I don't know. Let me see. Is that it? I think that might be it. Hold on.
People we know have said things about how she seems different. Some have even suggested she's having an affair with somebody there. She usually always has her phone on her, but she left it on the kitchen counter. And as stupid as I felt, I decided to do a quick swipe through her texts.
Do you think people should be going through people's phone, Venus?
I don't know. If you need to.
Why is he going through her phone? Because some people told him that she might be having an affair, so he gonna go through her phone?
Because I have this thought and it's never gonna go away until I know. So let me look at that phone and see.
Must be a woman thing.
I don't go through phones no more, but I mean I have. But I don't do that.
Me personally, you shouldn't do it. I don't think you should. It's if you to that point, you need to figure something else out.
Yeah, you just leave.
Because you could never be like, dang, I never done that. You can't never say, you know what, like you just can't. Like you just at some point, it's like, I don't know. I've never been like that. But everybody's different. Everybody's different. I just think that now that he's going through his wife's phone,
The reason I don't have a problem is because the reason I don't have a problem with it is because in my mind, why wouldn't my husband? Why shouldn't he? Like, I don't. In my mind, why should I have an issue with my husband looking at my phone? If I have an issue with that, that's already a problem.
Yeah, so I don't have an issue with you using my phone. If you, hey, let me use your phone. Let me call somebody. Let me even text somebody from your phone. No problem. But going through my phone is different. It's different. If I'm like, nah, you can't use my phone. You can't do that. Now, if I want to go through your phone looking at this and that, I got probably some message in there from one of my homies, whatever the case is. You ain't never supposed to know this stuff. You ain't supposed to never know this secret, this, that. They ain't none of your business.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that.
So it's like there's two levels to this. And when you snooping, you like, oh, that could be a fake name. He might put out his homie name. You see what I'm saying? So there's no limitations to that. And so I'm never going to get it that far. This is my thing. I'm not losing no sleep over what you could do. I'm a sleeping good every night. Oh, you know, she could be messing with this other guy. She could be doing this and that. I'm going to sleep because I ain't sleeping on what could happen. Until you do what you do, it is what it is. I'm just not like that. So other people think like, oh, let me just find out now. Because if you don't know something that's happened and you irking to find something out, that means that one, you need a reason to leave. Won't you just leave because you don't like that feeling of feeling that way? You see what I'm saying? But you're trying to justify whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not an invasion. I'm not going to invade your the privacy because you're never going to get the like if Venus is like, yeah, my man ain't never went through my phone. The feeling that you get knowing that you don't have to deal with that or think like that is different from, yeah, sometimes he be going through my phone.
Yeah, I don't want anybody going through my phone. I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be the biggest deal. Like, oh, why you like? It's not really a big deal.
All I'm saying is, if you go through somebody's phone and you don't find enough, or you don't find what you're looking for, then you got to buy them a gift, or you have to give them a gift. That's how I look at it. I don't mind nobody going to my phone, but I got to get something for it. If you want to use my phone, call, text, fine. But if you want to snoop through my phone after you either find or don't find what you want, I got to get compensated for
it. Maybe.
I think it's more than fair. If I go through your phone, snoop through your phone, and I have to compensate you for it. Because I went there looking for something bad. I'm not snooping through your phone for good. I went snooping for bad. So now that I didn't find no bad, that means you good. I need to compensate you for being good. I just think you reward the good behaviors, right, Venus? Now we getting fishy because you realize, dang, I do want to go to your phone, but I don't want to have to pay for it.
No, you're right about this. The minute you even have those thoughts about going through the phone, it's usually for a reason. It is.
No, because even I have thoughts. I'll be like, man, what they be doing in that phone? Then I'll be like, nah, you ain't like that. Move on. Nothing wrong with thoughts. Human beings have thoughts.
Nah, thoughts that I would like feel like there's something specific I'm looking for because I'm thinking you're doing something already happened that makes me think like that. Like you done showed me something, you done slipped up and said you did something.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I just think he shouldn't have went to her phone. So since he did though, let's see what happened.
I saw a thread with a guy from the gym she mentions a lot. I wasn't too terribly concerned until I started reading the texts. Never wanted to know what his private parts look like, but I know now. I asked her what the F that conversation was about. She started yelling at me for looking at her phone. I left the house, but not before I slammed her phone on the ground and shattered it. She hit me on the back of the head as hard as she could, and I left. I went home after cooling off. She was in bed crying. According to her, he kept flirting with her anyways and said, "Sure, we won't cross that line." She claimed she tried to resist it for a while, but then one day they kissed. She admitted to enjoying it, but also feeling that it was wrong. She must not have felt that bad because she slept with him for the first time later that night in the gym locker room. This affair has been going on since summer. She doesn't know if the baby is mine. She doesn't know why she did this. Nail in the coffin is when she said, "Would you really leave me if it's not your baby?"
God.
Well, like I said, I want the women fit, so they got to be at the gym. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. Can't be mad. She at the gym. Can't be mad.
Damn, that is messed up.
Yeah, I can't be mad at all. But it's interesting. The dynamics: one too lazy, or one is not getting back in shape, and the other one is always at the gym even while she's pregnant. But she going back to the gym because she got a gym person there that she got a crush on. So unbelievable. But hey, I mean,
it's wrong regardless. It is just wrong.
She said, "Is you gonna leave me if the baby not yours?"
I'm leaving you anyway. What?
Ain't that crazy though?
If the baby ain't yours,
The baby ain't yours, like, yeah.
The fact that you're nasty enough to have a baby in you and you got two men skeeting all up in through your girl, you're trash. Get the fuck out of here. I would have been leaving her that day.
Yeah, but okay, but I'm saying, like, what if you like, yo, Aaron, I want to go to your phone. I'm like, nah, Venus, I can't. Alligator ate my phone. Would you leave? Like, okay, I got it. Like, I understand. You will leave it alone.
An alligator ate my phone.
Yeah, you know how sometimes people say dog ate my hunger. I'm like, I don't have no like alligator. Like, you was calling me, blowing my phone up, and I didn't pick up, and I was gone for all night. And I'm like, hey, alligator ate my phone. I'm sorry. You still be mad?
Yeah.
You would still be mad. An alligator ate my phone, though. You would still be mad at me.
I wouldn't believe you. We don't have alligators
You
here.
wouldn't believe me. We don't have alligators. If you don't believe me, what is this here, Venus? What is this?
Well, my phone's gone. Maybe if the gator left, I would get it. Even then.
Maybe like there's like a walking stick. Maybe it's something with like a
Walking
grabber.
stick isn't long enough.
Oh, he's gonna eat it.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Now am I forgiven?
No, because listen.
What you mean? I gave you proof and you still tripping?
Because there's always a way. Now, if I seen that, I wouldn't care. But I'm saying like that excuse about couldn't reach you all night when it's so easy to reach people on social media through other people's social media. Like there's always a way to contact somebody and let them know that you're okay.
IG name is. I couldn't find you on nobody else's IG. How I'm gonna find you?
You don't know the person you're with name?
If some random stranger record the video.
No, I wouldn't care. I don't be caring about a lot of shit. It's just the things I care about, I really care about. But a lot of stuff I don't be caring about.
Nah, I'm probably.
I'd have been worried about them. You said all night, and then you can't reach them. But yeah.
Yeah, you should just be worried. That's it. The alligator ate my phone. Either way. Either way.
I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. It was nice to talk to you. But can you pull up your super chat from this Treese person? I want to address him because he's like desperately seeking my attention.
What do you say? Search the phone and find women with slimmer heads. Oh,
foreheads, right? But then I want you to look at the photo and look at his hairline, and then ask yourself if he has the room to be talking about anybody. Like, it just be the delusion for me. But with that being said,
Venus, we have reached the conclusion of the show. We thank y'all for tuning in. But we appreciate y'all. But until next time, we gonna get up out of here. Next show, don't know when. We'll see. I hope you appreciate it. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment after the show. It helps with the algorithm. And everybody, make sure you drink some water and get a good night's sleep. Until then, until the next episode,